Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Clash Course. I'm your host, Mo Thor, and we're joined by the Doctor. Doctor, how you doing? It's Mo Pokethulu, right?
You got it.
How are you doing today? Wow, it is a fantastic week for Motiga. We are jumping into PAX. We have we have closed beta happening, man. We've got an exciting week going on. I'm so excited. How about you?
Stuff happening. Yeah, no, it's a great time. It's been about a year, little more than a year now since the title was officially announced.
We're bringing it back, baby. We're bringing it back.
To PAX Prime, a real triumphant moment for us. Those who saw us last year at PAX Prime will remember it was a kind of little tiny corner of the land center, a couple of folding tables, a bunch of swag piled up in a corner.
I've seen the pictures, my friend, and I'm ready to come back, and we're bringing it back. We're bringing the hype back, and I'm so excited to see everybody at PAX.
Yeah, it's very exciting for us. It's, we're going to be doing a lot of things. We don't just have the booth. For those of you who saw us at PAX East, it's the similar layout there.
Indeed.
40 stations on the show floor, 4 10B10 5v5 engagements. So we also have the theater running. But this year we've got some exciting stuff going on with our new partner at GameWorks across the street, almost caddy corner, if you will, from the primary entrance into PAX Prime. And we'll be doing some stuff there with them on Thursday evening as well as throughout the show.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of exciting stuff going on this time.
There it is. It is. We've had just a crazy time with the studio. Everybody's kind of working together, crunching. It's been a fantastic time. We did actually just get back from Germany and Gamescom. So it's like, and then we had E3 before that. So it was like, bam, 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 bam. Everything's happening.
Yeah, this is the time of year when all those shows really come together. And PAX, however, of course, being here in the greater Seattle area, it's a particularly important one to us. We have been part of.
It's our hometown. It's our home turf. We got to fight it.
Backyard.
Got to fight the good fight.
We defend it quite well, I think.
Indeed. I'm so excited. And if you guys are going to PAX, man, just reach out to us either on Twitter, Facebook. We'll hang out with you. We're going to have a great time either at GameWorks on the show floor. It's going to be a fantastic time. We have a bunch of our coaches actually flying in tomorrow or the next day. And if coaches, the program has always been a big part of our staple in Motiga in general. And that's actually where I came from. And getting to see the coaches, I'm so excited. I know I saw a little bit of hype in chat. And they're going to be helping us out on the show floor, GameWorks as well. And I'm so excited. The family's coming back together. We all spread out, and then a couple times during the day, we all come back and we hang out. That's what it's all about. I'm so excited.
Got it.
But today, we're talking about the Clash Course, and I'm glad you're here to defend me because I know one person in chat was like, Thor, you spelled Mozu wrong. Come on. I've been known to spell things from time to time.
I have noticed.
Oh, no. This is the big boss right here, guys. If you guys don't know who the big boss is, that's the big boss. He comes over to me. He's like, Thor, you're killing me, man. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. But
we're working on that.
We're working on it.
But this is not a mistake.
This is not a mistake.
It is not a mistake.
I feel good.
Yes. You thought you were going to see a Clash Course about Mozu, and you were mostly right. But there is a change that we are here to talk about today. And I think as part of introducing this in sort of a humorous way, I was telling Mo Thor here about maybe it's a real story and maybe it's just an apocryphal story that I learned in graduate school about a fairly large company that brought a product called 7-Up to the Chinese market and did not do a very good job of localizing it prior to that happening. And the consumers in China translated 7-Up to literally death by drinking. The commercial results were not terribly good. And that began a lot of the curriculum around why localization, regionalization, things like this matter a lot. It's also kind of a funny thing on this side here is when we were going through this process with Mozu, had a discussion with our own illustrious James Finney, who, as many of you know at this point,
the man,
one of the architects, the lead designer behind StarCraft, and the phenomenon that became. And at some level, we were talking through how this localization thing happens and how names are made and decided and evaluated and such. And he was telling us a story about the various names that were being considered for the race that ultimately became named the Zerg.
Gotcha.
And some of those things were multi-syllable, flowery at times, things that didn't quite roll off the tongue. And you just have to imagine if some of those names had been chosen, we wouldn't be talking about let's go Zerg that thing now, right? It's important, right?
Yeah.
And for us particularly, as we think about the globalization of this game, right? We do believe Gigantic has the ability to be a big global exciting game. It's not just the mechanics and the frantic action and the excitement in that competitive mindset, but it is the art style, it is the kinds of characters we have as heroes and guardians and such. And so we take this stuff pretty seriously and have brought in some great people internally to help us do the initial localization, which of course is English, French, German, Spanish for the North American and Europe beginning of closed beta happening here in just a couple days.
In just a couple days, we're going to close beta. I am so excited. So excited for closed beta.
Yeah.
We actually just got back from Gamescom, and talking about international affairs, and no, not James Bond's love life, but talking with the German translators and talking about our game and when it comes to the German language. Tobias, who's our localization for German, he said, one of the things about our game is that you can't really say kill, like going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
And because the the ratings, and you have to kind of localize that for better terminology almost.
Sure.
And it's also funny when it comes to UI, you have a word that says like attack, and which is like just not too long in English, but when it's in German, and I'm not going to even try to say German attack in German, but it's like it's huge, and then suddenly that doesn't fit in the UI anymore. So there goes a lot. There's a lot more that goes in depth with the localization. That's suddenly just like, oh, just change a word, and we can't do that. And that's something we wanted to tell you guys, that there's definitely a lot of things that go into localization, a lot of nuances that
absolutely
really just doesn't really get to show the face there.
Yeah, and so that brings us to the hero formerly known as Mozu. And one of the things that we've done here is we landed on English, French, German, Spanish as the initial languages for the closed beta, and taking all the proper nouns of the game into that process. Most of them worked out just fine. One of the ones that we did see something interesting about was Mozu. And Mozu, for those of you who know, is actually a female character. You may not be able to tell that by looking at her goblin physique as it is hidden by the robe, but Mozu is Mozu, formerly Mozu now, was intended to be a female goblin trickster, and as it turned out, when localizing the game into Spanish, we found that Mozu had a couple of interesting definitions in Spanish, all of which related to being male. Things like maybe a bit of an archaic term for a young boy, more specific for being a manservant or a conscript, a waiter, right? And all these things being very male. So we had the discussion about what should we do about this, and fundamentally, look, it's a game that's in alpha. It's not even in the closed beta yet. We think it's the right thing to do, right? Let's go ahead and make this a language change in the localization of Mozu to Mozu, because we wanted to assure our Spanish-speaking customers that we were not being ignorant of these things, and that we weren't putting a young boy name on a female character. We did joke about the idea, well, maybe she's just a tomboy. Maybe we just let that name roll. We thought about that, but we thought, look, at the end of the day, when you're trying to do this the right way for a global audience around the world, you want to take all these nuances into effect.
Indeed.
And so that's the change that you're starting to see today on the website. You will see it reflected in the game as part of the closed beta that kicks off later this week.
Indeed. Great shout out to all the guys over at Web, all in game, and you guys put a lot of effort in making that change happen as smoothly as possible. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, wait a second, what happened? But we're here for you guys. We're here to like work you through the changes, and that's not the only change that's gonna happen in CB1.
Absolutely.
There's gonna be a whole nuance of different changes that happen in the span of our lifetime. But it's about being upfront with you guys and telling you guys, hey, this is the reason why we made these changes.
Yeah, and as you were saying, right? It is an alpha game that is heading into closed beta fast, and beta is a time where you look at a lot of stuff, you get a lot of feedback from your community, you raise the scale of things, you see more people interacting in the game and in the community. There will probably be other changes, right? They aren't changes that we all know about. Some will be bigger than one letter of a character's name, maybe, but that's just part of what that process is. And so, at any rate, felt like it was a good opportunity here on a Clash Course day as we head into the actual closed beta for all of our heroes and such, to sort of bring you up to speed a little bit as to how some of these decisions are made, how some of these processes happen, the craftsmanship that goes into the game. We don't really take any of these things lightly. This was one that we figured was the right way to do it.
Indeed. And I know it's fun because getting to sit down with the artists and Squida, who also does the lore, it doesn't change the character, it just changes the letter. So at the end of the day, not that big of a deal, but it's definitely something we want to do for our fans.
Yeah, it's not something we take flippantly, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, again, there are look, for every player of Gigantic, there is a favorite hero, right?
Exactly.
And we don't want to make changes to their favorite hero without thinking about all of these things. At any rate, this we think is a pretty good decision on balance to make sure that we hope to have millions of people playing this game who use Spanish as their primary language, and we don't want them to think we didn't take the right amount of care and craftsmanship in the localization.
Somewhere out there, Mango is saying yes. One of our alpha players. Oh, I love him. Great guy. Well, let's kind of give a little roundup of what's going on in the studio. Now, we do have PAX, we have CB1, and then we have talked before about the NDA dropping as soon as CB1, but some things have happened. We can kind of talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, and we are working through that, right? I mean, for those who don't know, closed beta is going to be a process of closed beta weekends is what we're talking about. So imagine that we are running Friday to Sunday, long hours on both sides there to accommodate both the North American and the European audiences and allow for basically a, I won't call it 24/7, I'll call it 24/3 is maybe the way to think about it, right? Yeah. And that in between those weekends, you're going to see things where there will be some downtime. We'll make patches and updates and fixes. We'll react to what we've seen. As you know, once again, a game can look really, really polished when you're just in your studio. Indeed. You get a different level of view on it when you take it to a show like PAX and see a lot of people in the live environment. Going into closed beta is, really the biggest test this game's ever had, and not just on the PC side, but really
Xbox.
This is the first time that people are going to be able to play it on the Xbox from their home. And so this is a huge, exciting moment for us. But as we go through that, one of the things that we've realized is, hey, we're going to want to see how at least this first closed beta weekend goes before we make any real decisions about whether the NDA is ready to drop or not. And so, I know a lot of people here, and particularly on the stream, you guys have been waiting very patiently for us to give you an update on that. We should have more news as we go forward a little bit into the closed beta. I can tell you it's not going to be dropped before this first weekend. It will be sometime after. But a lot of how that actually goes is going to depend on how this first weekend goes and how the weekend after that goes, and we'll just be making that decision based on what happens.
And everybody at Motiga, we are so ready to share a game with you, but at the end of the day, it's about what's healthy for a game and what's going to give it the best opportunity in the gaming market.
Exactly.
And we just want to say to everybody out there in chat, thank you so much for being patient. We understand. We understand how much you want to get the game, how much you want to talk about it, and nobody more than us that share those feelings. So hold off a little bit longer, guys. As soon as we get more information, we'll share that with you. We're going to try to be as transparent as possible. But again, guys, thank you so much for being there for us.
Yeah, it's been just really encouraging. It's a lot of what gives us energy here is the support that we feel from all of you, the excitement and the enthusiasm around that. This is just a time where I think, as we've probably talked about this transparently as a developer with you guys before, the idea of the NDA is a little less about you guys in the core community right now, right? You guys understand the game, you understand us as a developer, you understand how things are going. But there is a, particularly as you start thinking about not just putting the game on the PC, but also on the console, there's a much larger group of people out there who aren't going to have any real concept of what it is that we're doing. They won't know how we as a studio have been working with you as our community to iterate and grow and evolve and improve the game. It's really with that lens in mind that we think about, well, when is the right time to do an NDA drop? All of those things come into that equation and such. So it is soon. How soon is it? But I'd hate to hazard a guess, but I don't think it's much longer. Yes. But it is not. It is not Friday.
It is not Friday. We can't confirm it is not Friday. But again, guys, we are I'm so proud of the studio. When I leave the studio at 9 o'clock and I just see everybody just still working and they're passionate about it, guys. It is coming. I promise. The wave is on the way, and I'm excited. And we have CB1. We have CB1 this weekend. So many people are gonna get in and start enjoying our game. So it's coming, guys. I promise. And that's
cool. And again, we appreciate your thoughts and efforts on all these things. I would say as we go into the first closed beta weekend, you're going to see new people. You're going to see new people on the Windows side. You're going to see new people on the Xbox side. Please just keep doing what you do. You guys radiate a lot of excitement and enthusiasm and love for the game. Please be nice to your new friends as they show up. You're going to find a lot of people who, and I think this is something a lot of people don't think about. The console side in particular, there have not been a lot of games like Gigantic out there. I mean, we're a pretty unique game as it is. But those who've played a lot of stuff on the PC are going to be more familiar with the experience that you find in Gigantic. On the Xbox side, I think you're going to find a lot of people who have never played in any sort of a big competitive thing outside of a Call of Duty or a Halo, things like that, right? And this is a very different experience. And as you all know, it is intended to be a very different kind of community, a much more welcoming and forgiving sort of community without sacrificing and compromising on the utter competitiveness of our game. We appreciate what you guys have done as you welcome in these new people, and know that as we get onto Xbox, more of that is going to come. So
indeed. Indeed, I'm
Stuff to be excited about.
I'm excited, and you know, like after a long day, I like to kick off my shoes and play on the Xbox. So that's coming. I'm excited. CB1, the dream. It's happening. It's happening. Well, Doctor, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, kind of talking a little bit about discussions about the Mozu, you know, PAX, NDA. I really appreciate that. I know the chat out there appreciate that as well.
Cool.
We're gonna get into the next segment of our Clash course again, buddy. Thank you so much.
Rock and roll.
And this is not the last you've seen of the man, Dr. Reed Emo Pokathulu.
Thank you very much. We'll see you guys soon. Take care.
All right. Thank you, bud.
You bet.
All right. Nice. Well, there you have it, guys. A little bit of an update from the studio itself. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the actual Clash course himself. You know, you guys know him, who's coming on next. You guys seen him on a bunch of different streams, but Emo Vinod is going to start coming over here and hanging out with us. I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday, by the way. Again, if this is your first time on stream, Clash course is really a segment where we talk about our characters in depth. We talk about the lore, we talk about abilities, we talk about the gameplay, and really kind of take these characters, we break them down so you guys get to find out really what the essence is. Is that him? Is that the man? That's the man himself. I promise you, Vinod is back in 100% more microphone boost. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? There we go. Let's put that on you right there.
Hello.
Let's get that as close as you can to your mouth without me shoving that mic in your mouth. Oh, there we go.
Is that good?
Are
you getting beard?
You're getting beard feedback. Pyro would love that. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing awesome.
You're back. You're back.
Yeah.
And not quite black, but you know.
Yeah, gray with a jellyfish.
Well, we're talking about Mozu today, man.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Did you already go over the name change?
We did go over the name change. We did
So
go
I
over the
don't
name
have to
change. The chat has been appraised on the name change. Nice. So how are you doing? It is Tuesday, guys. Clash course
Tuesday.
again. I'm excited. You know, we've been knocking these out, man. This is what, our fifth, sixth? I don't know, they just start blending together.
It's my second one because I wasn't on the Voden one,
That's
even
true.
though I worked on Voden.
That's true, because you're too busy for me. He's like, Thor, stop it. I can't be on chat right now. Just too busy. All right. That being said, Mozu.
Yeah.
I already flub. People can start counting in chat how many times.
Yeah, and there'll also be flubs for calling her Zap.
Oh,
because
yes.
Zap's her code name in the game.
Indeed.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what code names are, we kind of have a little bit of secret code words for our characters when we're talking about them at development. And Zap's been, Mozu's for the longest time now.
Right.
But Mozu is kind of your baby. Like it has a lot
Mozu,
of.
So
let's talk about it.
Zap, Mozu. I like all the characters I've worked on, and I'm proud of a lot of them. But for some reason, the stuff we did for Zap, it all gelled together really well, and the style of character she is and her personality, it's something that came about really fast. There have been some characters we've been working on that we'd had to, as a development team, we've had to revisit and be like, who is this guy really? Like, we need to kind of maybe re-engineer some stuff on him because we don't, it's not totally, there.
Right, and I actually took a sneak peek of your photos that you gave to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, chat, you have to be hyped for this, because I was looking through them, and I'm like, it's so good.
So yeah, there's something that clicked for me personally as a concept artist as working on Mozu, because it just all gelled together, and she feels like a very complete character. There's not a couple stray threads going around that are just oh, that's from back when she was like a mercenary axe wielding character. No, it's she's been very a pure thought the whole way through.
Awesome. Well, before we get into the art and really kind of break down the character conceptual wise, we have to do it. We have to talk about the fan art. Because we've had a lot of fan art.
Did I get into the fan art again?
You did get into the fan art. How do you get into the fan art? It's so because on our Tumblr page, people can submit in fan art, and if Vinod wants to steal the show every time by just putting his fan art in there. And I'm like, oh, this is really. Vinod, is this your work?
I gotta do fan art for characters I didn't even work on.
I mean,
I'm just gonna do it.
You're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy. So let's get a little bit into the fan art. We have a lot of good submissions. First up is by they have a lot of them. I didn't even see these by Care. Yes, I just forewarned. Speaking of names, I'm going to destroy all of yours in the next 5 minutes. So again, forewarning. That being said. Look at this cutie. It looks like awesome. Plasticky. It's plasticky. It's like somebody took Starburst.
I want to put it on top of a cake.
Yeah, somebody took Starburst and made it into a character.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I look at this Mozu. By Care Yes, again, great job. Absolutely. I have the art skills of a potato, and when I see these, it makes me insanely jealous. But it just again, guys, it just makes us feel so much better at the studio when we get to see this. Put it on our desktops, put it on our phones. We can't talk about.
Rabbit Coon again.
Oh my gosh, Becky. We don't know who Becky is, but oh my gosh, Rabbit Coon has been doing a lot of different fan art and this is actually on my phone. I will confirm this.
Yes, I remember when you put that on there.
Yes, and this is the cutest. Mozo I have ever done. Did dang see, but by Rabbit Coon, she's done a bunch of them. She did the Charnock, the Ashling, and this is actually her first one, if I'm not mistaken, that she gave us, and it was love at first sight. I just. Feels good, man. Feels good.
And someone made that Twitter picture with your like
yes
Cupid doll eyes.
Yes, and then the rainbow going out of my mouth. It was just it was a weird time in my life, but I loved it when I first saw this picture. All right, moving on though, we have a little bit of a black and white sketch. I like it.
She's huge.
I didn't even. I thought that was the ground. I didn't even. No. Oh my gosh, she's giant Mozu.
It's actually frightening.
That is quite frightening. I don't know who did this picture. We're gonna make up a name.
Super guy.
Super guy. Thanks for doing this picture, super guy. The only reason why you're not super girl is because the last one was a girl submission, so we're gonna pretend like this is a guy submission. Super guy. Thank you very much. I like it. It really just kind of shakes the ground. It's a groundbreaking art submission. Yeah. It's fantastic. It's just Megazoo. Oh my gosh. Eagle just said Megazoo. Oh no, Mozu, the new Guardian confirmed. Oh, chat's going crazy. I like it. Oh my gosh. Even though, okay, chat may hate me for this, but even though I can't stand Attack on Titan, I instantly just heard the theme song in my head.
Okay, you can't stand it?
Okay.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
So
all right. Well, you know what? There's that. Chat is literally going to explode on us. Okay. I respect all anime. Most anime. All right, moving on to the next one. All right, another black and white drawing.
Yeah.
This one's very close to my heart because I feel like if I was in the hyperbolic time chamber of artistry, after 2 years, I could make something like this.
Okay.
Yeah, like if I trained every single day for the next 2 years, I feel like I could do this. So this is why this one is very close to my heart.
I want to know what they're watching.
Maybe when they're playing Gigantic, we're playing Gigantic, they're actually able to turn around and watch us through the screen.
Watching these weird like humans.
Yeah.
Clicking around.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Joe's Fix, great job if you're out there in chat. I love it. That's just me in a nutshell, eating like popcorn on the couch with Ashling. I like it. So, but moving on, we do have a very, very high, like on the other end of the spectrum, high skilled, like, are you an artist? Like, how do you even art, bro? Like, this is fantastic. I thought this was you again. I was like, Vinod, stop putting crap in our Tumblr. No, I tease. The Antler Kid, congratulations, because, like, I feel like I should congratulate and give you something, because it's fantastic. It just captures the essence of Mozu in general. And he even got the, like, little like rings of the pew pew pew. I'm not a VO person, but if I had to, it would be pew pew pew.
Yeah.
But fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Anything you want to kind of?
No, I think it's awesome. I like how much energy she put into it, or he put into it.
Yeah. The Antler Kid, like that is very a non.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl, guy, we do know they have antlers. Awesome. All right, next thing, I have to say America. We have to start off a little stream with America. Of course. This was for 4th of July.
Yeah.
I don't know who did this. I want to say it was Emily because she does do things like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, Evan. If you can ask her, I don't know, but. Needless to say, America. And that's all I got to pretty much say about this. It's Mozu for America. Awesome. Next up is a wizard, and I'm not talking about the person that is on our screen, but actually a wizard. Legitimately, how do they make this? I don't even know. Like, it's
when
beautiful.
We saw that one, I remember we were joking. It's like Simba or Nala from Lion King is cosplaying as Mozu. The face is very like
cat-like.
Yeah, she's kind of a mix between a cat and a monkey, and this is more cat, so that's what's pretty funny about that.
Absolutely fantastic. I honestly don't know how they made that. Like you know how they say like monkeys could write Shakespeare if given enough time?
Like 100 computers with 100.
There is something to be said about that because I in 100 years could never do that. So I don't know if that's saying more about the monkeys than me, and I'm a little salty, but I know I can never do that, and that makes me very sad. But Clockwork are amazing job, absolutely amazing job. Every time I saw this picture, I was like, boop, onto my desktop. And last but absolutely not least is the man himself, Vinod.
Again, another drawing in my sketchbooks that I sell at conventions, and I was like, instead of drawing random characters, let's just draw one of the characters I worked on. So, it was fun.
I could dig it.
It's a little off model, meaning like it doesn't look exactly like she looks like in the game because I was drawing it at a busy convention, where it's loud and it didn't have reference material to look exactly what she looks like. But I think I got the spirit of her with the tongue sticking out, looking at you. So
I think you did. I think you did. I'm not much of a connoisseur of arts, but I like it. I like it. I really enjoy. I enjoy everything the artists do. So you guys could like draw like a stick figure, like, oh my god. But we won't say that. But that being said, we do want to get into the official art of the Mozu. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Oh, almost saw crazy things.
So I saw Devin able to zoom in. Can you
yes. So I'm going to give you the mouse, my friend. Okay. Take it, and then all you. But remember, if you want to go right slide, you have to hit that arrow.
Okay.
Cool. Take it away, my friend.
How do you zoom?
You just click in.
Oh.
Theoretically.
Wait. No.
Maybe. Let me see. No. Sorry. Go back. And then. Yeah.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we're produced Windows 10, nailed it.
So the brief from Zap at that point was from James. He just wanted, I remember, I think I'm getting the story correct. He just wanted a Blasty with Magic Wizard.
Blasty with Magic Wizard. Yeah. That's how I describe
most
simple.
Wizards as well. He wanted, it's a ranged character. Has a couple other things like the vortex that she has. And the teleport, but the left mouse or the main skill is just wand blasts or just magic blasts, and they're not. And he didn't even specify like fire mage, ice mage, just magic. Like bolts of magic.
Gotcha.
So that's what a bunch of Devin did some drawings. I did some drawings. Some of them that I remember that Devin did, we actually liked, and we were like, it doesn't feel like this character, but let's save him. So I'm not.
That's showing the one those. We talked about. That we couldn't talk about the one that we literally couldn't use one of the concept arts for Mozu because it had to get pulled out.
So hype. I'll show you some of the ones I came up with. As usual, none of us drew exactly what James wanted, which was. I think he was.
I feel like James is like the father, and you come up to James, you're like, Dad, look what I did, and he's like, that's very good.
He was probably expecting like. A stuffy old dude with like staff and some kind of hat, and he just shoots stuff out, and none of us did anything like that. Devin did one that was pretty close to that, and that's one of the characters that we want to use for something else. But anyways, so here's this crazy idea that didn't go anywhere.
Somebody's calling Lamp Zoo.
Yeah, it was like a crazy monkey that I don't know. There's a little bit of Mozu in this, but it's not the greatest. I like some parts of it, but it's kind of crazy. So we'll just keep going.
All right.
Okay, so this was a weird idea that I still kind of like, but it's a little complicated for a game.
I've seen a little bit of that as something else.
Sure.
Just I don't understand what's happening.
And this also leads up to what Mozu ended up being, because there's the monkey guy I just showed you. There's this guy who's some kind of weird goblin kind of character that goes around in forests, and the idea is that he would trap sprites or fairies or whatever, and he'd keep them in this big.
Poor Navi.
Yeah, poor Tinkerbell. Puts them in this container in the back, and that's what he uses to shoot. So he's using these sprites as weapons. It's kind of a weird idea, and it's be a little hard to message. So we just kept going.
I like it.
And this.
Whoa! Too fast. It's okay. It's all right. Got a little arrow back there. Boom.
Okay. This one is what everyone kind of responded to. I dubbed it like the.
Wait a minute. We got an update from downstairs with Mo Grifter. Grifter, we're coming in. Hey, listen, Grifter, we're good to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming from the ground floor, we do have good to go signal down in the Motika studio. All right, back to our main segment with Vinod. Vinod,
I have no idea what's happening.
If you're wondering what the heck Grifter's talking about, everybody, we had to make sure the environment was good to go to show everybody the games today. So
that's fantastic, Thor.
Yeah. Back to you, Grifter.
All right.
No, back to Vinod.
Oh,
Vinod. Sorry, not Grifter.
Okay. Anyways. This concept right here, I subtitled it like the Wand Thief, and that stuck. The idea of this little diminutive character that goes around, hangs out with where all the wizards are hanging out, steals their wands, and uses them without any training. That was all in my little mini pitch for this character, and that's what people responded to, and I'm glad they did, because I think it's an interesting take on a magic user.
Yeah.
You think of most magic users, they like whether it's like a Jedi type character or like a Harry Potter type character. They go to school,
They train. Yeah, they have a
Whereas,
mentor.
yeah, so the thing about this kind of character is they just grab a tome, or they, in this case, grab a couple wands and be like, oh, let's just try this one out. I don't know. Let's just find out what happens.
Take all the wands.
Yeah.
Nice.
It might turn this tree into a dinosaur, or it might melt a city, but let's just see what happens.
I can dig it. I can dig it. As a man who loves chaos, I can dig it.
A lot of people also like the nods to Orko from Masters of the Universe or
Okay.
He-Man.
All right.
There's a little bit of Black Mage from Final Fantasy. Just those kinds of characters, like mysterious little magic users that don't have a lot of physical strength.
Yeah.
You know. So once that idea started, then there we go. I started developing what kind of character is this? Is a goblin? Like these guys on the right are a little more traditional, kind of Dungeons and Dragons goblin, little Yoda dudes, you know.
The goblin on the right looks like he took way too much energy drink. Like I can see
I'm
sound.
ready to go.
I can see sounds.
Yeah.
Oh man.
This drawing kind of started to go down the right path. You can see it pretty much looks almost like the final. There's another version of the previous drawing.
Yeah.
Kind of getting a little bit more detailed, and this drawing was a lot of fun too.
Her face looks something wrong with her face. She's very angry. I don't know what's
Yeah,
going on.
this drawing on the right here was to sell that idea of someone that's using a lot of power that doesn't necessarily.
I love how she has the
use it.
almost like Wolverine.
Yeah.
Has the wands inside her knuckles. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Great job. I like it.
So this was to sell the idea of this character has some skill with magic, but doesn't necessarily want to go and study magic. They just want to play with the wands.
Yumi Mad says, so Mozu's origin story is she took a wrong turn, ended up in a magic shop, hesitated for a split second, and took every single wand and ran. Or
there's
blitzed.
that line from the Spider-Man comics, you know, with great power comes. It's for her. It's just with great power.
Yeah, she
the responsibility part. She left before they finished saying that.
Awesome. She's like, well, you know, whatever. That's on the next page. We don't need to go there.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all right. What do you got here?
developing her actual look. The face is still kind of this weird monkey cat, whatever you want to call it. We don't have a at this point we didn't have like a name for her race or anything like that.
Yeah.
The idea of making it this monkey kind of character that has a prehensile tail, then you can fit another wand there. So I was trying to find a way to put, you get 4 skills in the game.
Yeah.
Try to get a place for 4 wands. We ended up with 3, but because one of them's a teleport anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the fact that all 3 wands are kind of used for that is a pretty strong idea. So I'm playing with costume design here. And you can see this page here, or this section, playing with, is she going to be this little spike sticking out of the ground? Like the shapes are very sharp.
Uh-huh.
Then these two here, 5A and 5B, are a little bit more like almost like this, like a pillow with a hat, like a little
yes,
little
that's how I describe it as well.
Yeah, and then number 6 is literally the like a bean bag with a hat, just totally like I can imagine the animation for number 6 just bouncing almost like Uncle Sven.
Nice.
So
Skydrake has a great question,
Sure.
and we might not be able to answer it, but do you still look for a name for her race? Have we kind of nailed down her race?
you should ask Noonan when he comes in here,
All right,
because he
that will
might
be
have.
Hold
already-
on. Hold
he
on.
or James might have already come up with it.
Indeed. Skydrake, hold on to that question.
So we ended up kind of doing 5A or 5B, that kind of look. So you can see the next one. So more development. This little drawing at right here at the left is actually really important, even though it's like just a crappy little sketch. It's how she should look from far away, like
Okay.
that first read of, kind of a triangle shaped body and then a triangle on her head. That's really important, especially in our game. You know how chaotic our game gets. It's like you want to be able to see
Exactly.
who you're looking at. The wand thief idea was still there. I had the wands in her belt. We decided to get rid of those because it started to muddy up. You couldn't really see the wands and her body at the same time because she's so small.
Yeah.
then the backpack idea came in, where she's got extra wands that she stole stuffed in the backpack, you know?
When you're going to go steal wands, obviously you need
you need a backpack.
I have to.
The funniest thing that they put into the animations is when she gets hit, like wands just flow flying.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that? Like
no,
indeed.
indeed. And it's one of those things that like people playing the game from a
Yeah.
moment don't notice that at all. But
Right.
if you slow it down,
Yeah.
you can just see the wands kind of
Just-
flick. Yeah, just
Yeah.
boop, boop, boop.
I likened it to do you remember in DuckTales, like Uncle Scrooge always had like money?
Oh yeah.
And like whenever they'd animate him, this like money would be flying out.
Exactly,
Like,
like out of his like pockets and all of his hair.
as a kid, that used to like drive me nuts because you're losing all this money.
What are you doing? That's like beef jerky.
There's like 15 wands on the ground. She's just running away.
Yeah.
Playing with color, these are pretty rough. Figuring out, she's covered up a lot, like her arms and her feet. But I had to, Ted, who was a modeler, we had to decide how much of her feet and arms to model, because you do see them when she's doing her moves. And you can see she's got prehensile hands and feet that can be used to hold stuff. So let's keep going.
Oh, this one was good.
So this is interesting. So if you notice, her face is a lot different in this iteration.
Very strange looking. I could see that in a bar on Tatooine. Like if I could, that wouldn't be out of place.
I always liken this version of her. She looks mischievous, but she's not like kind of adorable or appealing. She still looks like a little little butthead that's going to steal stuff out of your backpack if you left it alone for too long. But you wouldn't have any problems being like, okay, we got to kill that thing.
Yeah.
Kill
it with fire. Kill it.
So that's where that happened, and then you can see we improved that. She still looks mischievous, and she still looks like she's.
But you'd feel a little bit better about killing her.
She's still
just
yeah.
just
We wanted to get. We didn't want to make her look like so saccharine, cute.
Okay.
That she doesn't have any character anymore. Sometimes when you go too far, it just becomes a mascot, like a Hello Kitty or something like that, where it's just an icon. Whereas here, you're getting a little bit of mischievous, cat-like kind of thing when you look at your cat and you realize the cat's up to something. And monkeys are like that too. You look at a monkey sitting on a tree, they're thinking of stealing something, right? You know?
Yes.
Steal the glasses off your face. So that's what you're getting, at least with this. And then getting the eyes bigger, playing with the mouth shape and the muzzle, making it rounder. All that stuff helps make her look a little bit more appealing and cute. Here's some more color ideas.
Looking good. A little exploration to color.
Yeah, a little bit more earth tone. But we kind of kept with that teal.
Yeah, it definitely seems to make everything kind of pop out a little more.
Yeah,
Especially
the hat pops like a lot.
Yeah.
This one I wanted to show you guys. So when we were trying to make her more cute, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go really far. Sometimes when you're doing
it is pretty cute.
when you're doing concept design, you go way far and then you pull it back sometimes.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see what happened. She looks like a baby, which is kind of fun, but it lost a little bit of that mischievous quality. So I'm glad we didn't end up going this route, but it was just kind of a fun exploration to see what would happen.
That's why I'm not a concept artist, because I would never know the line. I would just keep going.
Right. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we need somebody else to come by and be like, "Stop, that looks crazy."
Reel it in, Vinod.
Yeah,
reel it in.
Okay, so these are fun. These they're like motion concepts is a term I've come up with. Like it's like they're not full animation studies. They're just while I was working on all the other stuff, I would pull up this file and work on some other ideas of how she would move.
Yeah.
It's really important for our game to have everyone's movement style a little bit different. So nobody has the same run cycles or jumps or anything like that.
Indeed.
And as she got developed, the idea that the wands are she's got so many of them and she's just using them very flippantly, like having her bounce around a lot and not having a lot of like
control, maybe
structure, like you think of like Harry Potter, like Voldemort or whatever. They're just like all in power and everything's focused through that hand, whereas if you look at the way she does it in our game, it's just like choo 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 choo, and and then like she'll flip away and then start over again.
Exactly.
It's chaotic, but it's also it ties in with the whole irresponsibility and not being very kind of stuffy.
So Cyberhack has an interesting question. Hey, I
Sure.
applied for beta online. I'm an Xbone sworn. I think that says soon to be PC. When can I get one? So we are going to close beta this weekend actually, and for both Xbox One and PC. If you do get accepted for the PC beta, you'll be also put into the Xbox One beta and vice versa. Hopefully that answers your question. But back to the Voldemort wand wielding. So I just want to handle that.
So yeah, so these actually informed when Johan started working on the animations. He could pull this page up and get some idea of where my head was at. So it's good to do these when you're developing a character. This is a kind of fun page. She has that teleport. Oops. So she can teleport, and we were trying to think how is she going to do that. We had a lot of ideas. So the top left, just a poof of smoke, and the hat still is floating there.
Yeah.
The one on the right, she goes up into the hat, and the hat drops and disappears.
Nice. That is actually kind of funny. Like,
yeah.
whoop, and then the hat goes away.
This one at the middle right, same thing. She goes up into the hat, then the hat kind of eats itself and disappears.
That's kind of cool. I actually like that a lot.
A weird door that she goes through. You can see the one on the left here, like her feet are still sticking out and her front part of her body's coming out the other side. A weird two-dimensional, like almost like vortex that eats her up. You know, just like that kind of thing. Everybody liked the door idea, but instead of it being one where it plants on the ground and she dives through, if you look, it's very fast, but this tiny little door appears. She goes into it, and it appears in the other side. You hear it more than you see it.
Exactly.
The little door slamming noise that they put in is really strong. So, yeah, because of the weird skills that we have in our game, like you need to do drawings like this sometimes.
Who would win in a fight, Harry Potter or Mozu? Mozu would just steal his wand.
He'd be like, he'd go for his wand to do. What are their? They're all their Latin sounding spells, you know.
Yeah.
I can't even do it.
Limgadium Leviosa.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he'd go for one, and then there'd be nothing in his hand, and she'd have two wands.
Indeed. All right. Well, let me take. Got another one?
I think there's the final one.
All I have is 11, my friend.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, you know what the final one looks like?
I do. In fact, it's right behind us. Nailed it.
Okay.
Nailed it. Awesome. Well, you know, I've got to see the changes of Mozu from almost start to finish, and you know, it did happen before I got here, but I did get to see like the last tail end of it, and it's been absolutely fantastic. I love what's going on with the character. We're gonna get into a little bit more about the lore and all that kind of shenanigans, but again, getting to see your baby. By the way, you didn't give me the rabbit picture.
I couldn't.
What? You have a rabbit? Oh, so we just had a meeting with PAX, but so again, a little bit of the influence that went into Mozu was your rabbit.
Yeah, we got these two rabbits at home. They're kind of free range. They have a litter box trained and everything. And our girl rabbit, Luna, big fat white rabbit, she has a very Mozu personality. And even though we didn't even have her when I started working on this character a long time ago, but now interacting with her, it's like we have like a shelf in our house where you put all the like supplies for the pets.
Yeah.
And if you open that shelf up and there's room for her, she'll go in there and knock everything off of it. And that just reminds me of, like, you know, you let Mozu into your study if you're some wizard and you're like, oh, check out all my magic stuff. Like, you turn around and, like, the shelf has fallen and there's, like, all this, like, mess everywhere and she's running down the hall. Awesome. That's the character that this character is. I also likened it to in Empire Strikes Back when Luke goes to Dagobah, and he meets Yoda for the first time, and Yoda is being like a little.
I don't have my R2D2 cup here, but yes,
I know
he's
exactly. Being a little butthead, and sizing Luke up, and not revealing who he is. That's her, like without the wise stuff at the end.
Without the wise stuff, just more stealing of lightsabers and all that kind of stuff. That's funny. Yeah, the scene pops out to me when like R2, they're like fighting over it. He's like, quack 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 quack, mine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have a little bit of the conceptual stages of what actually went into Mozu itself. Vinod, always thank you so much for sharing what you do with here at the studio. It's always absolutely fantastic.
A lot of fun.
I say that word way too much. Absolutely fantastic. Lisa, I'm gonna come downstairs and Lisa's gonna be like, absolutely fantastic. But anyways, but it's true.
That's how she talks.
It's true. Kind of. But anyways, thank you so much, my friend. If you can find Emo Squito, we can get into some lore.
I think he's right out there.
All right.
Thank
you very much, bud. Everybody say goodbye. By the way, Jesse Bobs, good to see you. All right, guys, it's lore time. I know lore isn't maybe everybody's favorite, but it is like my favorite story time of the day. We are going to get into gameplay right after this, guys, but right now we've got Mozu. How you doing? Here we go.
Hello.
How are you doing, my friend?
Doing good.
I haven't seen you at all this week. I have not seen you. You've been a phantom in our office, and like we've heard whispers and wonderings of the Mozu, and you're back. You're back.
Yeah, I've just, been writing, doing my thing.
Doing the right things, doing the things. So we are talking about Mozu today, my friend.
Right.
I have a feeling my fan theory didn't work out for like.
You will find your fan theory incorporated.
Oh man!
In typical subtle fashion.
It's subtle fashion. That's how we do it. That's how we do it at Mozu. Very subtle. Actually, nothing I do is subtle. I can destroy. I can't walk through a doorway without being subtle. But
I just ran it through the subtleizer filter, and we're all good.
You're the best. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time joining in the Clash course, I'm joined by Mozu. He's our lore master. He's also a senior writer for Motiga, and we kind of in this segment talk a little bit about who the character is, what's the essence of the character. Keep in mind though that in our game, it's all about he said, she said, and when I say that, it means like nothing is ever canon. It's always from a certain point of view. It keeps going back to Star Wars. I don't understand, but like Obi-Wan Kenobi,
you're entitled.
to the victor goes the spoils and also the history.
Right.
And so when a certain event happens in our history in our game, it's what happened from their point of view.
Exactly. We explore our lore through the fictional people that are experiencing the lore as it happens.
Indeed.
And that's a pretty fun way to build a world.
Exactly. I mean, there's some trash talking, there's some deceits, there's some backstabbing, and of course there's honor and glory and all that. So let's get into it, my friend.
All right, we have 3 pieces of lore this week, plus an additional piece of lore that I added after a request on Twitter. People wanted some House Melchior stuff. So
I saw that.
So if you didn't see me yesterday, it's because I was down in the archives trying to find...
in the archives, finding those scrolls of lore.
Trying to find House Melchior lore, and I did find some.
By the way, not to get you off on a tangent, but did you see one of our Redditors where they made they were talking about Taito last week on Clash Course, and they went into his like, who is this house? And, like, is this the same person? That's what I love. I love people trying to connect the different threads and weave into a tapestry.
As we do more Clash Courses, you'll see more and more connections will kind of organically emerge. Nice. So yeah, it's when I find each new lore scroll, I'm very cognizant of what lore scrolls have gone before and what the website says, and there is a master plan.
Awesome. Let's get into it, bud.
All right, so 4 pieces from that master plan. The first scroll of lore we have here is simply marked Council Notes. Galliar of the Five Horizons writes, "I'm telling you, actual teleportation isn't possible with just the power from a wand. If you consult this trigram," then Vele the Scowler interrupts, "and I'm telling you, I saw it happen. Mozu was standing on my desk when I came through that door. She picked up my wand, winked at me, and poof. Actual teleportation." Kalira the Vermilion asks, "She winked at you?" Vele, "Yes." Then he grumbles something unintelligible. Kalira said, "Ugh, that's the worst. She did that to me, too." Galliar, "She winked or she stole one of your wands?" Kalira writes, "Both. And I'd like to add acquisition of new wand materials and apprehending a wand thief to this month's agenda."
Nice. Awesome. Well, it looks like a bunch of people got their wands stolen. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next, we have a House Tesserus field report. Local folklore in the Hathanak province speaks of a magic portal that appears once a generation during a lunar eclipse above Mount Sakiri. In an effort to understand this phenomenon, we dispatched a field team to observe any anomalies during the eclipse. In this case, the folklore was essentially accurate. Near the peak, at midnight, we observed localized visual warping, not unlike the heat distortion you'd see in the desert, and eerie, otherworldly music. Our instruments started giving wildly variable readings, and then the portal appeared as a dark disk floating just above the summit. After recording our observations, we started assembling a series of mirrors mounted on poles so we could peer through the portal without approaching it. Then, a diminutive wizard appeared with a wand in each hand. I now understand that this is Mozu, and she's notorious, but at the time I had no idea. "Don't just stand there afraid, aren't you curious?" she said. And then she leaped into the portal.
What?
We stared at each other dumbfounded. We were just starting to consider the merits of approaching the portal more closely when it disappeared and all readings returned to normal. Thus, our expedition was a failure due to Mozu's interference, and her criticism is entirely unfair. It wasn't fear that made us stand there, it was our adherence to the proper protocols. She has a lot of nerve questioning our curiosity.
That is fantastic. So if you guys don't know who House Tesserus is, that's more of the scientific
Right.
house. They're in charge. They actually made the Sky.
They're the ones who invented the airships, and
Airships, there we go.
they are, of the 5 imperial houses, they're the most concerned with scientific inquiry and also commerce. They're the most mercantile of the 5 houses.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Oh man, that's just what is this portal? Where does it go? Is Mozu coming back? We don't know. Or is she even gone in the first place? I don't know. Tune in next time on Clash Wars. All right, go ahead. Take it away, my friend.
The third lore scroll I have here is a disciplinary record, and it's a table written in 3 columns, and I'm just going to read, well, I should do it reverse, each column just straight across. The first column is infraction, the second column is investigation, and the third column is outcome. Talking in class. Substantiated. In-class discipline. Next line. Tardiness. Substantiated. In-class discipline. Disrespect to fellow student. Substantiated. Written apology and lecture from headmaster. Dress code infraction. Tattered clothing. Substantiated. Grade reduction. Disrespect to professor. Substantiated. 3-day suspension and grade reduction. Disrespect to headmaster. Substantiated. Headmaster discipline. Cheating on exam. Unconfirmed. Student will retake class next semester. Fighting with fellow student. Substantiated. 7-day suspension. Final outcome. Student withdrawal. Circumstances unclear. And then there's an addendum written in script at the bottom. School inspector's report. Glowing runes were left on 4 doors in the first-year dormitory. Initial attempt to dispel them resulted in explosions requiring new windows throughout the first floor. The runes read as follows. On one door, because you taunted me. On another, because you wouldn't even say my name right. On another, because you cheated and they blamed me. And on the last, because you felt big by making me feel little.
Mozu is a strong, independent wizard, and she don't need no headmaster. Wow, that is oh man, that's awesome. That's all right. We have a little bit of insight of what she thinks, what's going on in her head,
Yeah.
and it's again from a different point of view.
Exactly.
From what the statement says on the ground, like, oh, hey, she's cheating, but what she left on the ruins tells a different story.
Exactly so. Then finally we have this missive from House Melchior. At the top it says, "To the Grey Glove. Pass this along as you see fit." This is a dead end. Utterly useless. And you know I can find something useful in almost anything. Mozu is stealing items of power from the powerful. That much is clear. She must have a reason, a purpose. The way to understand an effect is to analyze the cause. So, I investigated Mozu's home village firsthand. On my deathbed, I will beg to have those days returned to me. To call Mozu's village, and indeed the entire Skulyeru Valley, pastoral, well, it does injustice to pastures. The people there are simple farmers who take a perverse pride in being disconnected from affairs of empire. They roll their eyes at anything from beyond their valley. They measure time by the season, and it's the height of excitement, the harvest festival, when their orchards bear fruit. Yes, Mozu's people actually celebrate when a tree tries to reproduce itself. They have no interest in the noble houses, no interest in empire, no interest in soldiers. While disguised, I asked about the study of magic. They called it a fad. Mozu has made many powerful enemies in the last year, but I'd rather have her list of enemies than these simple country bumpkins as friends and family. Whatever she's up to, there's no evidence for it here. Signed, The Broken Spoke.
The Broken Spoke. Interesting. Well, right from House Melkop, right? Is that how you say it? Melchior, sorry. And yeah, we had a question actually in chat. Has there been any discussion on what her race is?
It's obviously not human. They call themselves simply the people of the valley. And the others can call them the Skolieru because that's the name of the valley, but it is just a little pocket. The empire is vast, and it contains all kinds of different climates and different provinces, and there's one little chunk that is the Skolieru Valley, and that's where Mozu is from. But clearly, she's not like most of the people from her valley.
Indeed.
So what we see in the lore scrolls this week is it's almost a reverse chronology. That we know that she grew up in a place that was very simple, very pastoral, but she's not that way at all.
No.
And she wound up going to the big city and wound up in school there, but that clearly didn't
Where
take.
she was bullied. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to get better teachers out there in the Whispering Schools.
Yeah. Some headmaster really did not do his or her job.
Indeed.
And then the next dot on that dotted line is her stealing wands from some of the most powerful wizards and sorcerers.
That escalated quickly.
That
escalated very quickly.
And that's what you see her running around with in the game, is those
awesome.
wands. And she's clearly, that's the thing about her, though, is and one of the reasons she's fun to write for, she's fun to write dialogue for, and it's fun to explore history, because she has a kind of an elemental mischief about her that is not always as purposeful as, like we talked about Taito last week, and he also has kind of a revolutionary bent to him. But it's pretty clear that he's thinking
he's
more
working
ahead.
for a purpose.
Exactly. And if Taito is a symphony, then Mozu is jazz improvisation, right? She's a jazz combo, and she's making it up as she goes along, and she doesn't care about your rules back at home or your rules at school or the rules that wands belong to specific people.
Somewhere out there, my mother's like, that sounds like somebody I know, a young little Asgardian. But I respect that. I do. I have a lot of heart in Mozu because she's fun. She embodies a lot of the things that I grew up with, for better or worse. But it's fun. It's fun getting to delve into, again, rumors and hearsay and getting to kind of sift through that and actually get to the underlying story about who Mozu is.
Yeah. And I think for me, a lot of what really clicked about her personality-wise was when I first saw some of Vinod's concept art. And, this stuff not unlike this right here, she always looked to me like she was about to wink. And, and I just, as we were coming up with her personality, I think we kind of ran with that she's always on the verge of winking at you. Yeah. And I smile every time I see her because of that.
She does. She does have that little mischievous grin about her. She's always up to something, whether stealing wands or who knows.
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Mo Squito dropping those lore scrolls on us this week. Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love everything about it. And for everybody out there, thanks for being patient. We're going to get into a little bit of abilities, play style, some gameplay. But until next time, Mo Squito, thank you so much. I will see you here on the Clash Course, and let's get into another segment. Thank you so much.
All right, sounds good.
All right, guys. There it goes. Mo Squito. Tell him goodbye and tell him, hey, thanks very much for stopping by. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, the scrolls. We're going to get into the next segment where we call it Playstyles and Abilities. Keep in mind this is a pre-recorded version. And then afterwards, we're going to have Johan on. Johan, the man! He's a really good Mozu player. So hang tight, guys. Mozu is an auto-attack-centric mage. Combine her love of mischief, 2 scoops of damage, and 1 giant helping of slipperiness, and you have Mozu the Wand Thief. For Mozu's first ability, we have LMB, or better known as Magic Bolt. Unlike other heroes, her LMB grows stronger the longer she holds it down. As she charges up, her attacks will come faster and faster, finishing in a crescendo of damage. For Magic Bolt's upgrades, we start off first with the left side, Arcane Guidance coupled with Omega Bolt. These upgrades allow Mozu to better track her enemies while giving her a last shot, 1 more punch. For the right side, Magic Bolt fulfills a more defensive role, offering her ability to out-trade ranged a bit more effectively. Here we see the Magic Shell combined with Deflecting Shield to give her a 3-second barrier, great for going toe-to-toe with the likes of Charnock and Voden. Up next, we have Mozu's R&B Attractor Beam. Attractor Beam is all about controlling the enemy. Through upgrades, you can either amplify that control or decide to go damage, giving you the advantage on the battlefield. Here we have Mozu going the left side cantrip of Disruption coupled with Feedback. Not only is your damage increased by 10-fold, but using this ability in conjunction with feedback will grant you 300 bonus damage and cut the cooldown in half if you manage to interrupt your target in the middle of an attack. For players looking for a bit more offense in their arsenal, they can choose the channel selector with the Drawn to Life upgrade. This path gives you the ability to use both your Magic Bolt and your Attractor Beam at the same time. Mozu's next ability is called Arcane Vortex. Arcane's Vortex's primary role is a shield meant to deflect projectiles. However, through upgrades she can use her Vortex as a catalyst, augmenting her other abilities to give her the edge against would-be opponents. Watch closely as I combine the upgrades Reverse Polarity and True Strike. Now with Arcane Vortex, I can bend my shots around corners and attack opponents from unsuspecting angles. This combo is especially great for Canyon when you want to gain leverage around tight corridors. Next up is Seizure combined with Diffraction. This change to Arcane Vortex better suits fighting against a heavy melee comp. Vortex now sucks in unsuspecting victims, and Attractor Beam will now connect to anyone in the radius of Arcane Vortex. With Mozu having such a small health pool, Arcane Vortex can really help out in a pinch. Rounding out Mozu's kit is Dimension Door. Seriously, don't blink when you're fighting a Mozu, because odds are she's already escaped and you're better off finding a better target. Much like her other abilities, upgrades can tailor Dimension Door to be either offensive or more defensive in nature. In regards to temporal discontinuity, however, after using Dimension Door, you instantly reset your cooldowns while increasing your damage by 25%. For players looking for a bit more defensive playstyle, they will find a home in Seek Shelter. Seek Shelter combined with Give Shelter grants teleportation to a nearby ally while also granting them a shield. Mozu's final ability is called No, I'm just kidding. It's called Death Ray, and that's exactly what this mischievous wand thief brings to the table. Mozu fires a giant laser at her wand, decimating all in her path. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning into the Abilities and Playstyles segment of our stream. Let's get back to the action with Johan and see what he brings to the fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting something set up right here, right now, but Johan's here in the building. We're gonna get into some gameplay. I'm super excited to bring you guys a little bit of Mozu action. Johan actually plays with a an ability adapter. I don't know the right words for it. Johan, what's it called? Nostradamus. Nostradamus. It's a thing for your left hand to play better at video games, and a lot of people actually I know use them as well. But kind of getting that set up right now, getting everything ready. There we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Look, it's right there. Oh man, that looks like it has played a couple of games, my friend. Here we go. Go ahead and throw that on, bud. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and honor to introduce Mo Johan. How you doing, my friend?
Good, thanks.
All right. So this is your first time being on stream.
Yeah, it's kind of nervous.
Oh, we're doing what? Nervous? Everybody in chat's a family, right? Right, chat? Come on, what are you doing? So this is your first time being on stream. Let's talk a little bit about what you do for the company.
I'm an animator.
You are an animator. You do all the animations, and you've actually animated the Mozu.
I did. I made her move. Yep.
All right. Awesome. Well, guys, when we were playing in the studio, I get to kind of get a feel of everybody, and you play a lot of Mozu, and we have a very flavorful conversation. We'll call it flavorful conversation during the play test, and whenever Johan's on my team, he's rocking that Mozu. I'm like, you know what? Boom, absolutely perfect for this kind of segment of Clash Wars. Was Mozu your favorite character?
It's the only character I know.
Nailed it!
Yeah.
Nailed it! There we go. That's how you do it here in the Motiga. Well, that makes sense because you are.
I need to learn the other characters, but
that can come in time. But that being said, you are a really good Mozu, and I know you're gonna put a good show on for the chat. So,
thanks.
How's your week going, my friend?
Very good. I'm just working on some new Naga stuff. I'm very excited about new Naga stuff.
Oh yes, and I know what you're working on too.
Can't say too much.
We can't say too much, but
being worked on.
Yeah. Being worked on. He's like a car getting maybe worked on. I'm excited. I'm really
getting upgraded. Yeah.
All right. Yes. Awesome. So we're gonna get everybody kind of queued up down below, and then I'm gonna get the okay, and then I'm going to swing it on over to you, my friend, and we'll let you drive. I will answer questions in chat, and now it just disappeared. All right. Here we go. That should be good. All right. Gigantic. I'm gonna need you not to go to my side of the window. All right. Should be good. All right. Get a confirmation from everybody down below, and then you're going to rock it. I have the utmost faith in you to do amazing.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Well, can I change like one key?
You can change all the keys, my friend. Here we go. Then I do have to make sure the audio doesn't blow everybody out like last time.
Very good.
Go. Here we go. Boom. And then control. Sorry, guys. Just getting everything kind of set up. Take it away, my friend. So how's everybody doing in chat? We're going into closed beta. Oh, praise the sun. I'm excited. If you guys have any questions in general, go ahead and go put a Q next to it, and I will answer that. And we'll get into Johan playing some game, and I'll kind of drive it. It'll be great. All right. Are we queued up?
Well, yeah.
There we go.
I am now.
Awesome. Will skins be released alongside with the game? Yes. It's going to be a progression as we get farther and farther along into our beta itself. And then we got some really exciting. We actually showed off 2 skins at Gamescom and last stream on at Clash Course. We had a little bit of an issue trying to get the skins locked and loaded. But that being said, we're super excited. A lot of great things in the works. It's going to be fun. All right. Redbeard, you know it, my friend.
Oh, Katie's on our team.
Oh, hey, Jesse Bob's. So is a closed beta going to be a 24/7 thing or timed beta weekends? Jesse Bob, we are kind of ramping up. We are going to be starting off with just the weekends. And then as we know the platform to be more and more stable, we're going to be amping up our time. And that's just kind of like a progress that we go because we want to make sure everything's kind of locked in and loaded because it'd be horrible to have it go down in the middle of something. So we want to make sure we have all of our ducks in a row before we make it a 24/7 thing. What? Oh gosh, Big Sinka. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, if you lock in, I will
Yeah, let's
get you ready to go, and then I can't show the super secret screen over here. I'm gonna take that from you real fast. Here we go. Take it away, my friend. I think you got it. I think it's all you. There we go. How many people have you? Oh, is that too? You can do the sensitivity right there.
Right
yeah.
there? Yeah.
There we go. Now it's a little bit lower.
Oh.
All right, there we go. We're doing it right now. Boom. Will there be how many people are invited for CB1? We're kind of keeping those numbers a little bit closer to our chest. We're not really kind of revealing that a lot, and we're inviting more and more people after every week.
Cool.
Yeah. What will the location of the service be in the U.S.? East Coast, West Coast? I think it's Central. I'm not 100% sure. We have had server migrations. From what I last knew, it was in Chicago, but I'm not 100% sure. Maybe somebody else in chat can answer that. The hunt begins.
Oh, man.
Is there going to be special events, for example, Double XP Day? That's actually a really good question. We are going to have events in our game, and definitely this kind of game lends itself to have those special events. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be super fun. All right. When you get a spare second, maybe turn up the music just a little bit, just the music sounds. Getting that summer up on the bloomer. There we go. Oh, yeah. Will there be a log in bonuses? Vanillion, so that goes into progression. I am so excited for progression in our game. John Hargrove, who was actually Katie's brother, who was on last Clash Course, is working on all of the progression, and I am not kidding you guys when I say I am so excited for progression. It's very soon. That's one of the reasons why NDA is a tiny bit longer down the line, but I'm so excited, guys, because yes, you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. You can actually customize as far as what buttons go on what summon. More beard. Wow, Viral. I think my beard's okay. I mean, it's not pyro status, but I think it's got a little ways to go. As far as lore-based in the game, Viral Chaos, we're kind of actively talking about that. We're kind of up to the community on what they want. We kind of pride ourselves with the discussions we have with our community. A lot of people at the office had the mindset where lore is super important, but it takes a backseat to gameplay, and rightfully so, because at the end of the day, we're making a game. But people have kind of been more outspoken. They're like, hey, we really enjoy this lore. How can we make it a little more impactful? Good job using that shield behind you. And so we definitely hear you. We definitely hear you, and we definitely want to kind of expand that. Hey Thor, how far do things like line of sight or taking cover affect gameplay in Gigantic? Butterblum, great question. Because everything.
I use it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, because like you just saw Johan throw that shield behind him, that saved him from taking a lot of damage. Using cover, especially if you play an Amani, if you play a Charnock, using cover effectively is really going to be the difference between how much damage you take in the game. Unlike other games where it's really like, hey, you hit a button and it automatically goes to that character, like auto-selected targets. That doesn't happen in our game. Everything is aimed, and so you have to be conscious of the fact of using cover. Cyberhawk, good to see you, my friend. It makes beard like Chris Hemsworth. I'm trying. Man, everybody, this is like the third stream in a row where people have been on point with talking about my beard. Apparently, I just need to go straight mohawk and beard and just live my life. Anyone get a key? Seductive Banana, we are going to be kind of ramping up CB1 this weekend, so keep an eye on your inbox, and it's going to be exciting. Jesse Bob says, hey, great job with the animations.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
They're only going to get better. We're constantly polishing them
Indeed, a lot of this is technically our alpha client that we're actually showing you right now, guys. So a lot more polish is going to be into it. This is the first pass on a lot of our different systems we have in the game. Thank you, Party Train. You're amazing. Vanillion, to answer your question, we haven't really quite talked about what our payment model is going to be. Oh, good focus. They're all low. Is Johan going to be the cleaner? Oh, good job. Hopefully your team can kind of pick up. There we go.
You never want to be in the middle of that stuff, though. You always want to back away.
Nice. Good job with your team. 11-4. Hot diggity dang. But anyways, back to the buying and purchasing. We are going to be a free-to-play game. We have talked about we're going to be selling cosmetics. But we are never going to give pay-to-win model. Like, that has been absolutely on the table from day one, a no-go. So we're going to be talking very, very soon about our payment model, but it's going to be good. Avada Kedavra, somebody says. Oh, man, I'm so glad that's a thing. Oh, yeah. Akriel, thank you, buddy. Again, it kind of goes back to all you guys working over there on the art team. You guys do a freaking fantastic job. Is that Haley Poe? Haley Poe goes down. What a surprise.
Ouch.
Uh-oh. Good focus coming out for the Charnock. I think you guys can probably defend it.
It's down.
Coyote. All right. Another Bloomer going up there on Vista. Nice. Bloomer's really good spot to have to get that extra healing on your front lines. Looks like Margrave's up on the right side, though. Ooh, oh. Is it going to be a save? I believe. Oh, run! That's okay. It happens.
Man, he's scary, too. You don't want to go against him straight on.
Indeed.
But he seems to be more scared of me. I don't know why.
Will there be auto-aim on Xbox, and will there be an option to disable it? So, speaking from experience, I know there was a little bit of auto-aim on certain abilities at E3. That's kind of still in flux right now. We're kind of talking about what feels, oh man, they're so low. They're like limbo status low. I believe in you. I believe in you. Make it happen, Johan! Make it happen! Hype! Oh, Johan! Johan, you got this!
No, I don't
You can
know.
blink! You can blink in, Johan! Go ham! Go ham, Johan! You got this! Make it happen! Make it happen! No, the double kill! There it is!
I'm usually not that brave, but you just made me brave.
That's
so.
it. That's it right there. That's a little friendship coming at you live on stream. I had you, buddy. I had you. Little coaching, little
Yeah,
side
you
coaching.
really can't be brave with her.
Yeah.
She's super squishy.
Indeed. But that being said, we are actively talking with our community about auto aim and all that. I will say there's been a lot less lately. So, but that being said, it's kind of the thing we're talking with the community. Is it tended to remind of Johnny Bravo? Is it said that her animation, Johnny Bravo? Was it Johnny Bravo an inspiration for Mozu's animations?
What was it? Equilibrium? I think Equilibrium with the gun, the gun scene where the guys.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't quite that at the end, you know, but we wanted something that was pretty chaotic, very kind of.
All right, I can dig it.
Kind of like pose to pose and. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, here we go. I can dig it. Oh, another one bites the dust.
Gotta say, Swift is definitely my kryptonite.
Yeah.
He can just kind of munch on me if I'm not paying attention.
Yeah. Where is Loki? Loki's my brother, and I do not know where he is.
Oh, I got some skills.
Oh yeah, get it. Skills to.
I gotta get the haste. I do like the recharge, the reset.
Here we go.
This is always good. Armor penetration is always good.
Nice.
Little defense.
Okay.
Front armor in the front.
I can dig it. Are there going to be CGI trailers for every character or something similar? Blast the Hedgehog. That's definitely a conversation we're having in the studio, how to flesh out our characters, and cinematics are a great way to do that. Personally, my favorite trailer is actually the PAX East trailer. But it's definitely something we're in discussion.
Oh.
Maybe. We definitely want to flush out every character. Waiting for somebody to be called Emma Loki. I would dig it. Oh, yeah. Kill Haley Poe on stream. Yes. Good job.
Even
Man.
if, yeah, the slow is definitely nice for. Oh.
Uh-oh. Little fun. Oh, no. Oh, is that the save? Is that the save on the MO? Run, Evan, run! Oh, Evan goes down. Little salt. That's okay. Pro Mozu. Jesse Bob. No, I am 100% like Mozu was, like Muzzy was saying in chat. Mozu, Muzzy. Oh, that's a perfect combination. Before we have a Muzzy Mozu skin. But yeah, I'm completely 100% way too aggressive. Dude, I'm so happy to have Chris back in the studio. Really happy, actually. Will there be other modes? We are polishing 5v5 to be the most balanced experience we possibly can. We want to have a lot of different nuances in the game itself, but we want to make sure the game is as strategically sound as possible. Likewise, we have gone on record saying we are making other maps, so that's something that we also have to contend with. But other modes, possibly, but right now we're really kind of making sure the core experience is the best. Hey, Ali. He really is. Kills a lot is the best.
Oops, I almost had him. One thing I end up doing too a lot is just using that focus. Generally, when our creatures are good, the focus is generally an auto kill.
Nice, yeah. It's kind of amazing. The death ray. Will close beta be every weekend, all hours? So we're not going to 24/7 just yet. We're going to make sure. Ooh, it's close. We're not going to 24/7 beta. We are ramping up more and more time, starting off on weekends only. But stay tuned because we definitely are going to be ramping up our hours and times. Thor, do you have a brother, and does he work for the game as well as Emma? No, I do have a brother, and my brother, I absolutely love him. Fantastic. He's taught me pretty much a lot of life lessons, but does not work in the video game industry. But I love him just the same things. Yeah. Which character is controlled by Lexi? If you hit tab real fast, I could kind of. Oh, Lord, blah, 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 blah.
Where is she?
I don't see her. She's in the game right now.
Oh, that's sad. Someone keeps pinging. Oh, you're all low. That's why.
Uh-oh. Talon's in trouble on that back foot. But Dasi, I don't know if she's going to be able to live. Oh, doing a good job of like using that minion, though, to save her. Oh, I believe in you. Johan, I believe. You got it. There we go.
There's only so much that minion can do.
Yes. Well, bots replace AFK players. That has been a feedback that we've gotten. Whether or not we're willing to act on that, it's an interesting thought and one that we've definitely talked about in the studio. Field power. But it is a great question. Other games have done it well. Oh yeah. Is that it? Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, running, my friend. Got blink up in 5. Oh, I believe.
Just gotta keep running in circles.
There we go. What I like to do is like, there we go. Nice. Way to do it. So now he's on the ground. He can't jump up to you. Oh,
I missed.
Well, that's okay. Not every focus can be a game-winning focus. I can respect it. Do you think about an item system at any point? Shaq Sword, another one. Good to see you on the stream, my friend. Love you, buddy. I can't express what happened before I joined the studio, but items, skills and upgrades have always been kind of a staple in the actual game flow itself. Oh, that's actually the first time anybody's seen the new Guardian. Oh my gosh, I had totally forgot about that.
He looks pretty juicy.
Oh, look at that, guys. New Guardian flies by. Oh, we gotta show the laser eyes too. Oh,
laser eyes don't really happen here.
Okay.
They will though. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's juicy.
Oh man. Yep, there's the new Guardian, guys, as he flies by. When will I be able to brutally defeat you in the game? Water Toad, that's actually never. Because I'm too good. Oh man. Yeah, some games do it, maybe. Uh-oh. That's okay. Oh, 9 seconds in your. Oh, you gotta get out of there, buddy. Oh, he's running. He's got the speed boost. You got 4 seconds. Keep running, my friend. Oh, no, he's running. Oh, no. It was close. You almost
when they're on me, they're on me, and I think that was my first death.
Yeah, you are 8-1. Way to go, padding my stats. 8-1. I can respect that. There we go. Thank you very much for helping out my rating, because Lord knows that I don't have a good KDA. Well, actually, it's about 1-to-1. 28 kills, 28 deaths. Just the way I like to roll. Oh yeah. Will victors of PAX South Gigantic Tournament ever receive their laptops? That should be a thing. If you have any more questions like that, that's definitely something you need to discuss with the community team. Send emails. Hey, Devil PC, good to see you, my friend. Hey, Motika, would you ever add skins for the Giant where everyone makes a part like that? I don't know, like, bold moves. All I can say about that. Indeed. So there's something to be said about items and the skill different branching paths. You know, a lot of our abilities are on their first passes itself, so there's going to be a lot of evolution over time. What's in the game now, of course, is indicative of the final product. Ooh, good focus. Look at that. Both down to half health. Oh, is that going to... I believe in a little bit of friendship. I believe in a thing called love. Oh, is he going to get out of there?
Yes.
He's going to get out of there?
Yes.
Oh, that's what I'm talking
Need to
about.
high five. I wish we could high five. We're going to have to make one of those.
We have to. Well,
yeah.
Boom.
Animate that.
I feel like Margrave's so big, though. Like
he would.
His fist would just go over Mozo. Nice. Great job.
Oh.
Uh-oh, here we go. Ooh, they're back for some revenge. Oh, Crunchy Frog laying it down, though. Managed to say, you gotta get out of there, buddy. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, good job using that forward blink, though. I believe. Oh,
yeah.
There we go. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Any date for a friend party system or custom games? Shack Sword, so that's huge. Especially in a game kind of like ours, we understand the importance of all those environments. Especially, it lends itself to being a good team game. Stay tuned because we are going to have more information to kind of announce about that. That being said, we are actively working on that. We actually had a conversation.
Oh, actually,
yeah, we actually had a conversation about this today. So I promise it's coming. Good, Muzzy. Good, good, good. Is it possible to change nicknames on Twitch? I think, unless you're partnered in Medcon, I think you need to make a new account. Hey, Team Bravia! Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So, Team Bravia was actually one of our German teams that signed up for the tournament.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. They were all in full Lederhosen. I don't think I said that right. Sounded kind of right, but not really. Absolutely great friends, and I'm glad to see them in chat. Avada Kedavra. You wow. Thor's brother Loki in chat calling me a noob. Rude. Rude. I haven't even got to play yet. Is there going to be taunts or other emotions like good job or even simply pointing? Katzulo, we are really focusing on making the game as, we want to make sure the game mechanics. Oh my gosh! Suddenly a random Swift.
This is not what I want. Yeah.
This is not what you got to blink. You got to blink. I believe.
Yes,
There
I
we
do.
go. Nice. Way to escape.
Hide behind the big guy.
Those aren't too high on the priority list. I know there's definitely been talk about wanting to make the whole experience be flushed out, and those are definitely great things to have in a game because it just adds more to the immersions. But definitely. Thor's brother Loki, thank you very much for the follow. Well, Cheshire Trick, we actually changed Mozo's name to Mozu because of a bunch of different reasons. I highly encourage you to check out the VOD when it's up, and it'll kind of go really in depth on why we made that decision. You can always rejoin Morbid Poonage. Yeah, so just like what I said earlier, DC Origin, we're going to have this VOD up on YouTube. A lot of things went into it. First and foremost, the Spanish translation of Mozo itself means young lad or waiter, and a couple different archaic means. So that was one of the heavy reasons why Mozo's name was changed to Mozu. If you get some spare time though, definitely check out the beginning of the stream because it definitely goes really in depth with why we made that decision. There's so many different nuances, like German, you can't say kill if your game is under a different rating, you have to say attack. So there's just so many things that go into translations that really kind of make a cohesive package. And I definitely encourage you to check out the beginning of the stream if you want to know a little bit more in depth on why we changed your name.
Oh, we may lose our tree.
Uh-oh. Is that... Oh, no,
yeah,
the tree.
we're getting overrun.
Oh, no. It looks like they are going to take that Vista point. You do have another adult, though. That's okay. And you guys are winning. It's the pushes, so that's good. Things are looking up. They die. Morbid Poonage. Oh, hey, Ithorian. Good to see you on the stream, my friend. Good to see you on the stream. I think you mean CBT, and that's this weekend. Are you going to add more to the Griffin airship like you did the Naga? Plants and popcorn, that's a great question. The Naga ship looks absolutely fantastic. Alter Beast did a lot of work on that, and so did Lisa. And it's fun getting to see those kind of come together. Again, a lot of our items in our game right now, especially with this alpha, is placeholders. So whether or not they're reiterated on, it's going to be a progress. It's going to be people what the community says, be like, hey, this would look really cool. We're going to have that dialogue with them, and if you think something would look really cool in the airships, give us some feedback. Be like, hey, I think it'd be really cool. Vanillion, I am too. And guys, again, if this is your first time joining us on Clash Course, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. It's been a huge combination of a bunch of different factors going into it. Remember, guys, we just got back from Germany. We have PAX, and we have a lot of different things going on. And the fact that you guys can come and hang out with us, it really, honestly makes it a lot more impactful. How many heroes are you aiming to ship with? Right now we have 16. We have 16 heroes. We're going to have a blog post up this week talking about another super secret thing, which is definitely stay tuned to Twitter because you guys will want to see this blog post. Oh, they're pretty low. They seem to be able to go. Oh, the Madasi. Oh, man. Madasi pops her focus. Man's not taking any damage.
I took a risk, but...
Indeed, Morbid finish. Some of our people being cheeky. I noticed the cave paintings. I know. Hey, Chili StarCraft. When you get in the game or are able to play the game, I highly encourage you to, like, when you get a spare chance, check out some of the artwork. And also, the map kind of has a little bit of the lore built into it. House Tesserus, you can see the different mechanical machines all around the map. It lends itself to a story that's not really spoken about. However, the maps are actually different. So one map is more environment based. So they have little, there's ghosts in the cavern. Oh gosh. Oh,
Nope, that's what I was afraid of.
indeed.
Yes.
One map has ghosts, the other one has more machinery, and there's a reason why. Million. What are the numbers around the crosshair? Great question. Man down, sun. That's actually cooldowns. Your crosshair actually has your different cooldowns of your 4 abilities. My voice is low? I can talk a little bit closer to the mic. Sorry about that. It's going to live up. I keep your temper. I hope so. I hope so. If I had to go straight from a standpoint as far as the company, I mean, everybody is on board. I mean, getting to see the passion that the animators bring, the artists bring, the programmers bring. And I mean, it's not like there's nobody telling us, hey, work until 10 o'clock. It's the passion that we bring to the studio that we're like, hey, we want this game to succeed. So hanging out, getting some pizza late at night, and everybody kind of talking about the game, playing the game. Like, there are nights where the whole entire studio will just be like, hey, we're going to play the game until like 9 o'clock at night. And we're like, we have work tomorrow, but we need to play our game. So it's fun. Nice. Nice, Jacob. Indeed, Shackshore. Is there some kind of off-game XP to level your account? P2K, Skydrake, that is a great question. We are very, very close to talking about progression. Being a gamer myself, there's got to be a reason why you play the game outside of your gameplay to keep you hooked. Gameplay is obviously top, like that keeps you coming back time and time again, but it feels good to be rewarded for playing that game, be rewarded for hanging out in the game, playing it, putting your time into the game, and just enjoying the community. And we definitely understand that at Antigua, and Hargrove is going to be announcing a lot of the progression changes and just progression in general. I'm so excited. I am so excited! We get another, yeah, so Daxalog, a lot of different people liked, oh man, oh, you could have turned around and blinked back at it. But you're going to get the kill though. Oh, that flying Margrave.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Oh, Cloudy with a chance of flying Margraves, apparently.
We're doing good. Yeah. Now we're not.
Hey, Daxalog, that's a great question, my friend. We're going to be sitting down with developers and really going into their workload a little bit farther down the line. We're just putting that on the back burner just a little bit because we are working super hard on our game. And so when the workflow kind of eases up a bit and we're kind of in a better cadence, we're going to go back to having those developer streams. We are working for a 3-day-a-week stream from the studio itself. More information coming very soon. I'm super excited about that. That is going to be great. It's going to be great. Yes, Muppet Pac-Man. Somebody like Mozu or Trip and Taito, they all have different variations in their movement speed, their stamina, and their speed in general. So, indeed, there are going to be different kind of things like that. Oh, no!
No.
It's all right, man.
It's okay.
It's okay. It was a hard-fought victory. You went 11-5 at 16, padding that KDA for me. I appreciate that. I super appreciate that. Let me just kind of switch it over here. We're going to get another confirmation chat. I'm going to let you go again. I'm going to keep answering questions. Normally, I would drive right now. If we have enough time, we might.
It's too bad. I wanted to see you play.
Maybe. Well, I'll let you get another game in. I'll keep answering questions, chat. If we have time for one last game, I'll take it away and see if I can put a little Mozu spin on it. But you did good. You went 11-5 at 16. I can 100% guarantee you I will not get close to that KDA. Possibly. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do that. Do you like to go the interrupts on the RMB, or do you like to go the combined?
Oh, the combined for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a nice way of like hooking someone and shooting them in the butt at the same time.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. We're gonna get confirmation. Teams believe in all forward. Sweet. All right, let's get another game going, and then guys, we're not done yet. All right. Well, you got a victory defeat animation before the game goes out of beta. PS2 Skydrake. We're actively working on things like that, polishing that experience.
That's important. Yeah,
very
important.
Very important. As far as the animation side, I know you guys have just been chugging away at it.
Oh my God,
how's that been?
So much we want to get in. So much. It's getting done.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, we're such a tease too because I get to see what you guys are working on. And again, guys, this is merely our alpha beta client, and what we've done, like working up to it, is so exciting. And I know it sounds like a huge tease to be like we're working on stuff, but
Sure.
we really are working on things. And when you guys get to see some of the things that come down the pipeline, and we get to show it off to you guys, we're so excited. We really are.
Sure, our bar is super high in terms of animation. There's so much we want to get in. We know we can't get everything in, but we'll eventually get it in too. Like there's stuff like that. Like there's like a lot of the icing, a lot of frosting, the woulda, coulda, shoulda. Well, if they're not there on the beta, then we'll definitely want to put them in afterwards. We'll trickle them in, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Indeed. 2 in my name. Oh wait, P2K Skydrake. Sorry, there's no 2. What? It's a 2, no. Oh, okay. I destroy names. That's just something that comes along with the package of me destroying names. Yep. Good question answered in chat. Thank you. All right. Indeed, Board Brick Gamer. Great job. Great job answering the questions. Yeah, it is good to see so many old friends in the chat. I do appreciate that. So many friendly faces. Oh, I miss everybody. Will the Russian language? We haven't announced that we're going to be in our Russian language or approaching more languages, but we have said that we're actively investigating it and where we need to kind of put those servers on. And as beta goes longer and longer and longer, we're going to be actively searching for what kind of regions we need to go in. If there's a lot of signups or you see a lot of interest in a region, we're definitely going to try to support as many people as possible. A lot of fun things. Will there be a story mode that will keep going on over time? Vanillion, there is no story mode to speak of, not in the conceptual stages, which may be unfortunate for you. Yeah, but we are definitely I've heard that come up, and it's very strange because especially being a PC player and being a 5v5 shooter hero MOBA, if somebody comes up and is like, hey, I would really like a story, and I'm like,
I personally would love.
I would like a story too.
Yeah.
Boom, hire 100 more people.
I would love to animate for that.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely fantastic. Go ahead and leave queue, and then let's see if we can get back into it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll figure out something. Yeah, we'll wait for it. Oh, that's okay, Bronze Ape. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, are you excited for PAX?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh my, it's crazy. Shaxor, we do kind of want to flush out. We want to flush out the lore. We haven't really talked a little bit about again. We talked about a little of this in the beginning of the stream. We are actively working with our community about. At the end of the day, we're making a game for you guys. Lore wasn't really on the radar for a lot of different people at the studio, but seeing the outpouring of being, hey, I'm really interesting about that kind of stuff, it's definitely made us turn a lot of heads and being like, hey, this a lot of people are asking for it, so let's get back to the drawing board. Shaxor, we're definitely having those discussions, my friend. Yeah. There is MOVin. When is PAX Prime this weekend? Holy Moses. Holy Moses.
Yeah.
Let me actually know. Okay. It's funny because I can just imagine Grifter running around right now. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, because it's not starting?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's matchmaking. It's trying to find the best teams. So we're good. We're queued up again. Grifter, we're queued up again. And so it'll be great. All right. We're going to wait for matchmaking to kind of match out 10 people.
I hear you.
See, our matchmaking is working so hard that we had to wait for a little bit, guys, because we gotta let that matchmaking do its thing. It's gonna be great. All right, what do you guys want to see for the next Clash course? I've had a lot of people say Zenobia, and Zenobia has got a couple tweaks, and I think it may be able to time to show off the there it is, the purple lady. What do you guys want to see? Grifter, good job, my friend. What do you guys want to see for the next Clash course? Maybe I'll take it into account. Amani, Amani's good. I like Amani. Oh yeah. Hey, Insidious Tone, good to see you. Let's go ahead and switch on over to the main cam. Amani, we'll get little shout outs for Amani. I can dig it. Trip's a good one. Trip's I plan to have Lexi probably for Trip because she did do the VO and she is a great Trip player.
Good choice.
Yeah. Griselma, ew. Anyways, deleting that in chat. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Great. There's a little love for Granny. I can respect that. And then Gorm does a great Granny. All right. Trip. We got a couple Trips in there. Magic Grandma. Oh, we got another one. Little Trip hype. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
She is popular.
All right, look at that. Trip is great, and I know she has a great backstory too. And oh man, the embodiment of lightning. The embodiment of lightning.
She was one of the original 3.
She was.
Yeah, and she's changed a lot.
I like lightning. I can get on board with it. Sven. Oh my gosh. So Muzzy, we actually have a really funny story about Sven. There are about 6 people that want to do Clash Course Sven, and they all want to fight over who gets to show off Sven.
I don't know. Chris V is pretty good at Sven. He's the best lobber I know.
All right, so let me switch this over from you. Oh, actually, you're good. You're good to go, my friend. Take it away. Sorry. Go ahead and click on this. But yes. So out of those 6 people, we're going to make them stand on a circle and then try to clip game each other off. And the last one standing will get to do Sven.
Should like make them throw bottles at each other.
Yeah, all right. Send me a trip short, maybe. I found Gigantic pretty hard as a Dota. Well, hey, Converse. Sorry, I misspelled your name. It's a progress of learning about the game. You know, from an isometric viewpoint of other different MOBAs, it's definitely going to be very unfamiliar for you. If you play a lot of League and you play a lot of Dota and you're not quite into shooters, it's going to be that have that adjustment for you. But the core mechanics of like capturing the points on the map, powering up your Guardian, controlling the flow of the map is really going to be kind of the same over their MOBAs. So it's definitely a game to get into other different genres, especially when you have heroes that lend itself to the archetypes of the different genres itself. Are given by countries? No. Beta keys are just when you sign up after you receive a beta key will recognize what region you're in. Yes, the clip gaming competition. Skydrake, throw me another question. I would kill for a mode. Oh, good kill! I like it.
Long shot.
No, I like it. Oh, so Skydrake, that's a good question about the community coach thing. Sorry, I missed your question. So first and foremost, there is no bar that you have to hit to be a community coach. There's no ladder at the top of a treehouse that you have to say the right words and a rope ladder swings down. You're like, oh, welcome, you are now a community coach. What I would say, if you really want to be a community coach and get involved with it, there's so many different aspects. There is Rematch EG, there is Clashpoint, there is GG Unleashed. There's a bunch of different fan sites out there that are always looking to help. Elf, take care, Elf. There's cosplay, if that's up in your area. Likewise, just kind of hanging out on our forums, hanging on our Reddit, just kind of being a part of it. Just hanging out in chat right now. Like, I'm not going to forget you, ever. And that's a promise. I will never forget you. But just kind of being a part of our community. And we'll notice you. We will. It'll take a little time, but just kind of being a part of us and having fun. And it's just kind of reaching out, connecting with the other different community members. And if that's up your alley and that's something you find out, oh, look at that. Oh, that Charnock, though. Oh, goes for the Mozo instead. I like it. I like it. Oh, Grifter. Oh, good portal. It's a Mozo versus Mozo. Wizard Wands fights. Oh, no. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Oh.
Oh, the, was it the Swift? No, the Naga got me.
Well, no, the Naga got him. The Mozo got you.
Oh,
so,
I see.
Super worth. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm just really angry.
The Crow. Oh, it's okay. I believe. I believe in you. You'll get it back. Did they announce the live date? So, yes, we are starting CB1 the 28th. But yes, the concept art has passed the growing. That being said, the VOD will be up. The VOD will be up, so I highly encourage you to check that out. In fact, I'll make sure the video for YouTube is up very soon. And that being said, I will kind of put a little annotation in that way if you just want to see that. You'll be able to see it. Yep. Will the invisibility to the beta, will the invites, I'm assuming, to the beta be random, or is it like going to be early, signed higher? So, Cold Dog, that's a good question. I don't think it's based on time. I think it's random how they get invited. Ooh, good kill. Picking it up. There we go. You have the revenge on the other Mozu. There we go.
Eye for an eye.
There it is. A wand for a wand.
Mozu for a Mozu.
That being said, we're going to be giving out, I don't know if we announced this, we're going to be giving out beta keys all weekend at PAX. Nailed it. So just tune into the stream this week. I don't care. Just announced it. Nailed it. Mozu's like wearing needs a blue hoodie with a yellow sharp. That'd be cool.
Oh, I agree. I do like hoodies.
I think a Mozu hoodie would be actually pretty freaking amazing. I like stress. And a Bowden hoodie as well, where like you put the hood on and the ears like flop out. That'd be cool. I think everything could be like a Taito hoodie. I think we just need to have all the tooties. Tooties? Sure, Blast the Hedgehog. Good, Insomnia. Blast the Hedgehog first and foremost. Try to stick to a really a part of the industry we're passionate about. For me, it was always about the community. It was always about streaming. It was always about connecting with our different fellow community members. That was like my way in the industry. That being said, if you're an artist, like, don't be afraid to take a couple hits, like, do art streams, like, connect. Like, networking is so important as far as wanting to be in the industry.
Oh, no.
I had to say it's about who you know, and not always about what you know. Look at me. No, I'm kidding. But that being said, go ahead and like connect. If you're an engineer, don't be afraid to take on some side projects. There's a bunch of different ways to get in the industry, but the most important thing is to be passionate about that area of expertise in the industry itself. There's forums everywhere, artistic forums. I found out about a drink and draw. Apparently, it's where people go out and drink, and then they can draw and hang out. Like, I didn't even know. Like, what makes me mad, the people that go to the drink and draws draw better than I can sober. So, there's that, ladies and gentlemen. Take it. Maybe Vanillion. I kind of want to show off. Whoa. I kind of want to show off tutorial, and that has to do with a certain special lady at our studio. Muzzy.
I like trees. I like hugging them. Ouch.
Muzzy, I believe you're talented and enthusiastic and good looking. You'll get there, my friend. Oh gosh. Oh, drops the meteor on you. That's all right.
I almost teleported.
Yeah. Hook me up with the environment. Oh, we actually have amazing environmental art, but maybe Muzzy got to do the connections. Alter Beast, Lisa. We have another one. Is Paxton?
Kate.
Kate. Yeah, Kate's a level designer. I'm trying to think. I forget his name. There's like so many names that all of our artists go by. I know them by their MO names, but we have fantastic environmental artists. I agree. But yeah, man, definitely do that networking. I don't have it Reddit though, but look up in the forums. You see my tweet? I finished the soundtrack. Okay, cool, Skydrake. Awesome. Well, you can make a Reddit if you wanted to. But again, just kind of go and network and have fun. What? Rick with Windows spooking. What Windows do you have? Because it is a free upgrade. Yumi Mats, I'm right there with you. Cyberhawk, I noticed you with the Fedrils.
Wow, it's everyone dropping bombs on me.
That happened, and your team's at intake. Oh, not at this stuff.
Not much you can do with like 2 hit points.
Indeed,
yeah.
indeed.
I mean, I think that's their starting hit points, isn't it? Like 2.
Nice.
Maybe 5.
Insomnia, great idea. Gigantic memes, that's a good one too. Any of beta stuff? Or yeah, am I jumping ahead? Valentin, yeah, that was in the beginning. That was in the beginning of the stream. We'll have that brought up. Talk about that a little bit more. We really go in depth on the decisions we made there. Valentin, it is good to see you in the stream, my friend. I promise we talked a little bit about it. We did, but you weren't here. And I was like, where is Valentin? Stop the stream. We gotta wait. And I tried. I did. Everybody wanted to wait, but at the end of the time, they're just like, hey, we have to go on. Nice, both of you. I think Windows 10 ship I will set up. Oh, well, hey, Con. I appreciate your honest feedback. Personally, I haven't had any good use of that. Oh, the double portals! Call it Portal and Valve because it's so many portals. Oh, we gotta get a run. Oh, we got the blink. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Escaped. Nailed it. Awesome.
Live to fight another day.
Exactly. Unlike me, where I just die all the time and get kills. Yeah. Oh, Valentin, I hope you feel better. But that being said, I've had a lot of great experiences with Windows 10. Has it been absolutely perfect? No. But it has been great for me. A lot of great things coming in Windows 10 as well. And from a gamer standpoint, I haven't had any issues with it. But again, there's other people have, and I respect that. And I respect honest feedback. Dragon Crash, no. We're still keeping the NDA up a little bit longer. Again, check out the VOD, and we really go in detail with the with the senior publisher, David Reed. We talk about why we're not doing it just yet, but keep your hopes up because everything is happening at a very rapid pace. So stay tuned. We have a lot of great information coming, especially after PAX. I'm so excited. Unbreakable Force, good to see you, my friend. Oh, hey, Jesse Bobs, thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate you. Good to see a friendly face. Yes. Can I hug Mozu? I think we're gonna make Mozu plushies and give it out to everybody. That is completely not true, but that's what I would like to happen. When we make millions of dollars, we are just gonna make Mozu plushies and just send them out to everybody on stream. Valentine. Nope, that's actually not happening. Hey! Another member of Team Bravia, Bavaria, sorry. I said it wrong. I suck at German. But hey, good to see you here, my friend. Flying heroes would be so cool too, he says. Somebody in chat. I agree. I think that'd be
not gonna say anything.
That would be a really cool idea. That would be a really cool idea. I do appreciate your friendly face, Messian. It's too loud and I can't hear you. Is anybody else is the game volume a little bit too loud? If it is, I can turn it down a little bit to get a chance. It is only at 15%, but I can turn it down a little bit.
Let's do that. I need to heal up anyways.
Yeah. There we go. Audio. Knock it down to 10%. 8? I can dig it at 8.
That sounds good.
There we go.
Oh, I need to be upgrading some stuff.
All right. You gotta get a little
that's
passive.
That's why we're losing.
Obviously. It has to happen. Team. There you go. Oh, Southwest one. What is the in-game currency shaping up to be like? And currently, what will we be spending on? Reptis? That's a great question. We're going to be having our progression talk very soon. Kind of hit on this a little bit in the stream. But that being said, having seen it and having been a gamer myself, there's a couple things that you want to do in progression. You want to reward people for playing the game outside of just gameplay, because as much as gameplay is important, and it is, because that's not good.
I teleported to the wrong spot.
That's okay. You're out. As much as gameplay is important, it is. Oh no. Oh, but the focus! There we go.
That saved my butt.
Oh, no, the bleed. As much as gameplay is a focus and it's the driving point of the experience itself, you want to reward people for playing your game. Hargrove, who actually plays a lot of Margrave, is he actually playing a game right now? He is. Oh, he's actually playing Charnock. Way to go, Nana Man. That being said, we're going to be talking about it soon, but there's a lot of exciting things. He actually, so that's actually my fault, why he can only make bloomers. I didn't customize my loadout to have different things. I didn't do it before stream, and I should have. That's my bad. Good, Skydrake. It was 100% me. That's odd. A little bit better, guys? Sorry about that. SLC? I don't know what SLC is. When the beta comes out, will community be in the Clash course? That's interesting. That's a very, very interesting idea of community being in the Clash course. That being said, I think the community does a really good job of highlighting our different heroes. For instance, it would be really fun to have Teldo do a trip Clash course. You know what I mean? But we'll be it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see. Farmy, that's a. I don't think you need to kill anybody for a beta key. That escalates very quickly. But to me, that you can better your chances of getting a beta by killing Toomey in game.
Oh, they're low and they're gonna push.
I'm one of the casters working with the PBL, and I'm wondering if the maps have call signs or names for locations yet. Yes, they do. You might not be able to see it, but cavern, intake, pools, reactor, those are all names to describe the kind of locations on the map itself. Yes, Valentin, yes, indeed. The portal stops all incoming projectiles from coming in, but you can still shoot out. Sensei, I'm just going to call you Sensei because I'm going to destroy that first part of that name. We're kind of keeping those numbers a little bit closer to our chest, but a lot. When we ramp up beta, it's going to be a lot. I can 100% assure you that we're definitely inviting everybody over a period of time. And at first, you know, betas are always rough. Of course, that's why they call it a beta. But rest assured that we're going to be amping it up and going from a 3-day-a-week beta to a 24-hour, 24/7, 24/3, and getting more exciting, more for you guys. Well, our forums are directly related to our alpha or beta. So if you are in the alpha or beta, you'll have access to the forums, Skydrake. So if you don't have access to that, that's okay. But go ahead and check out like GCU, Rematch, or Clashpoint.net, and get in contact with them, tweet at them, and just kind of hang out with them. Aw, hope you step it up. Hey, Best Boy, stepping up everything. Trust me. A lot of the things I've been doing here at the company has been like really planning stages, and that way when the game does drop NDA and we have more systems in place, we'll go to a 3-day-a-week stream here at Motiga, while also giving me enough time to stream for myself. Gotta get some dynamite. So Morbid Punage, interesting idea. So Thor the Stepmaster. So with other big publishers, and not to throw mud on any other company, when you're a publisher, you can't do that because of legality issues. We are independent as a studio itself. The odds of us ever taking a community character and putting it in our game would probably be very rare, or the odds are very slim. That being said, I will say we always are on the gigantic character creations on our Reddit. We're always looking for inspiration from you guys. When you guys come up with an idea, we're always like, that's amazing. How can we best possibly like build off that? So we have done it in the past. Where we have looked at the Reddits and we check out everything you guys see. You know, that's how we spend our lunches. Like I've seen Katie QQ checking out the different hero creations that you guys make, and that gives us the inspiration. Whether we do something in the future, whether we put a community created hero in, that's a lot of money and that's a lot of time. There's a lot of things that go into the game development that just really aren't apparent to an outside viewpoint. That being said, it's an interesting idea, and maybe something will happen. And the fact that we are independent breaks down some of those walls. You'll be able to play on both Riftblade. Dragon Clash, that kind of goes into our payment model. It kind of goes into our discussion on what we're going to be doing as far as the nuances of that payment model itself. That being said, stay tuned because we're going to be definitely discussing that. Will there be voice chat? Blast the Hedgehog, we are definitely actively looking into voice chat options. We're going to do it in a way where it's not invasive, but also smart. Whether or not we decide on what format we really use, we do understand the importance of voice chat in the game. Oh, Acrobatic Sloth. Yes, Popster Pop. Have you seen Acrobatic Sloth? Katie drew that for you. Katie drew Acrobatic Sloth. When's my favorite character reveal? Soon. Oh man, very soon. Hopefully. Oh man, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited for that character. Again, my favorite character's not even in the game. Are you going to be doing... Yes, Plants and Popcorn. Yes, we're actively going to be giving away keys. That's kind of par for the course for the game industry. So definitely stay tuned. Very soon, as in PAX. Interesting. Oh, indeed. Good. Man, good to see you, buddy. Can we get a turtle character? I like turtles. I like turtles. Yes, Popster Pop. Tweet at me, and I promise you, after I'm done with the stream, I will find you the Acrobatic Sloth. Because she did it. She drew it, and she came to me. She's like, by the way, I drew this for Popster Pop.
Ouch.
How many heroes do you want to implement in the game? Right now we have 16 heroes announced. We actually have a post coming up this week about something. Oh, tantalizing.
Oh, wow.
Tantalizing. That being said, we're actively working on more heroes in the studio. You're an animator. You may have animated something along those lines or seen a little bit about what I'm talking about. That being said, we're actively working on it, encouraging our roster to be bigger. Stay tuned because we are actively working on it. I wanna the chant. Oh, nice. Party train. I like trains. Getting the beta on the 28th. Dragon Crash, that's a great question. I would say if you're actively hanging out around our Twitter, Twitch, social media experts, and you're committed, you've watched Mulan, and you're as swift as a coursing river and mischievous as the dark side of the moon, the odds of you getting the beta are going to be exponentially higher. Oh yeah! You love your troll. Yeah, it's be Twitter and Twitch, maybe Facebook. If Kaboom is actually in this game, so she can speak more to that. Oh man, is there something like a cake catapult? Shaxor, I'm really hungry, so that's just yeah. Is there a job for living mascot at Motiga? Is there? I don't know. I mean, we already have our little mascot right here. He's just kind of hanging out, doing.
I think I see some laser beams.
Doing mascot. Oh, did you see the laser beams? Uh oh.
No, those aren't laser beams.
No,
those aren't my friend, do they? Hold on a sec.
Here we go. Oh yeah, GC Origin. We have a lot of secrets. We have a lot of deep dark secrets. Yes. Hold on. Dad African Rico, great point. We're gonna be doing beta keys all weekend. All weekend. Beta keys. You get a beta key. You get a beta key. Everybody gets beta keys. Dragon Crash. I'm assuming you're EU maybe. And we apologize as far as our EU brothers and sisters go. I understand it's a little bit later. I think over in EU, Eagle can kind of help me out with that one. Yeah. Trust me. Like, we're going to be definitely rotating our stream schedule to appeal to a vast majority of the audience, whether you're EU, NA. That being said, apologize for your unfortunate time zone. But, oh, good point. I believe in you.
I don't like to.
I believed in your ham. I believed in the ham. Okay. All right. I'll eat you, brethren. I was at game. I didn't see you, Skydrake. Mozu could be our mascot. I don't know. I have an idea who our mascot could be. Possibly. I mean, I would like that to be our mascot. You guys don't know what I'm talking about because it's not in the game, but maybe. Oh, if you get a beta key, how do you use it? Well, Sensei, you must go to the tallest mountain. Take the beta key, lift it above your head, and say, "Gigantic, I have the power." You'll beam in the game, and you will instantly have access to the game. Or you can just go to our website and put it in when you get it. Either or. Party Train, I remember everything, and I remember you. Either or. I was on the stage.
Oh.
Troy is our mascot. I can agree. Uh-oh. That's all right. You got the push. This could be the game-winning push.
Let's hope so.
Oh, 9, 8, and 15. Respectable. I like it.
Am I above?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
like
all
it.
that counts.
That is. Teldo, I would definitely like it. Throw the key in the depths of Mordor. Oh, man. Oh, I know, Dad. African. I know. I'm ready to go into the game. Alright, Dragon Crash. Everybody in chat will know that I will recognize you. I don't forget a face. If I go to the tallest mountain with my beta key and I don't get themed in, can I sue? No, actually, you cannot sue us if you go to the tallest mountain with your beta key. And I just gotta say GG. That's the I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
Oh, did we not get it?
Oh, no. Wow.
Wow.
Enemy team doing a good job at doing the defense.
Oh, I need to run. I need to run.
Oh, no.
Chomp, chomp. And, oh, Spidey. Nope, Spidey. That's a 5-er.
That is a 5-er. That's okay. That's all right. You can recover. You can recover. Looks like, oh, they are taking your Vista point, though.
It's okay. Well, no, it's not okay, but
it's all right. You're still tied up with the
you
adults.
can still do it.
I believe it's 1 point. So if you defend well enough, keep them on the back burner. You have a wound to give away, and then come back and win the game.
That's really good advice. Yeah, let's try that.
Well, I guess you do. Okay, Skydrake. Wait, Skydrake. Did I point at you? And I throw it at you? Because yes. Okay, I know exactly who Skydrake is. Actually, I actually threw a shirt at him. Yep, I know exactly who you are.
Yeah. What the?
Hey,
never mind.
we have Mount Rainier in Washington. But yes, I actually remember you because I pointed at you and I was like, "You shirt." And unlike the Yowie, I didn't hit you hard in the face. Haha, butterfly. All right, it's okay. That's all right.
It's like waiting for the bus. Yeah.
It is kind of like waiting for the bus. You get to see a couple of viewpoints. I joke about Tally Poe, like, "Hey, are you gonna have spectator mode in?" I'm like, "Well, that depends if you're watching Tally Poe because he's always dead and looking at other characters." Oh, shots
so
fired.
mean.
I know. I love him though. Wait, Washington has mountains. We have Mount Rainier. All right. Looks like you guys are very close to that power.
Yeah, they're playing it safe, huh? They're trying to lure us out.
So a lot of voices in our game, a lot of voices in multiplayer games say the double kill, like double kill, pentakill, like triple kill. Muppet Pac-Man, I don't know if you recognize it. Our Naga actually has a VO, and he is Adam Harrington. And if you don't know who Adam Harrington, he did the voices of Shaco, Mordekaiser, he did Kenzu, Kagen, absolutely fantastic. And personally, I would love to see more of that. Whether or not that's getting in our game anytime soon, it's kind of taking a little back burner as far as other things that we need to get in the game itself. But it's an interesting idea, and we'll see. Will there be giveaways for skin? Vanillion, I don't know. That's kind of too early to talk about.
Oh, wow.
But I would like to give away skins. I would like to give away everything besides, like, yeah. Liedenhosen bouncing there. Of course, man. What a good game. There we go. Take it away.
Wow.
All right.
Katie won that one for us, though.
I know. Look at Katie. 17, 11, and 18. My girl. Way to go, Katie QQ. All right. Great game all around to everybody at the studio. That was actually a really close game.
It was. It was super fun.
That was a really close game. Do you have anything to say to chat just about Mozu or just kind of hanging out in general?
Oh, Not really. I mean, I can try to answer some questions or something, but
Yeah. If you guys have any questions for Mo, what's your official Mo tag?
it's just Johan.
Okay, Mo
Yeah.
Johan. If you guys have any questions for Mo Johan, he is one of the best animators I know. That being said, it is kind of the end of our stream. We don't have quite another time for me to jump in a Mozu match, but that's okay.
It's too bad.
Come fight me in beta. Fight me, GG, get good. I do appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us. It's been a fantastic Clash course. We got to answer a bunch of questions, delve into a little bit of backstory of Mozu. And it's been absolutely fantastic. It's been great. I love it. We're jumping into PAX this weekend. We have CP1 this weekend. It's a great time for our studio. Everybody's working really hard. Question, why no beta? Oh, no. Haitian invasion. Soon, my friend. We will have all the betas for everybody. Everybody. Ask him what he animated. What did you animate in King Kong?
Oh,
You animated something in King Kong?
I did.
And you never told me? Johan, here I thought we were friends.
It was I think it was the jaw ripping scene.
Oh,
A little. It's very violent. It's not. It's very unlike the stuff that we're doing in Gigantic.
I like
it's a little bit more grotesque, a little bit more violent.
Well, there you have it, folks. There's something we learn every single day. Vin, way to go. I absolutely did not know that. How long does it take to create a whole set of animations for a hero? Great questions.
Oh my god. Actually, that's not even a question for me. It's more of a question for the person, our coordinator. But I'm gonna guess. I'm thinking 2 to 3 months, like full on from beginning to end.
Gotcha.
I'm thinking like 2 or 3 months, but I could be totally wrong too. It
Okay.
could actually just be like half that or double that. So.
Yeah. And it's a lot of kickback between a bunch of different parts of our studio as well. And like goes from you guys, the other artists, and there's definitely a lot of convolution in that kind of process. But that's a good question.
I mean, the real answer is that we're never really done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We're always improving. We're always going to polish.
Yeah, if you guys want more to that question, go ahead and tweet at us, and we'll kind of find out exactly the exact date. But that's a really good answer. It is.
Cheers.
Will there be some special skins for beta testers? Kappa. Yes. No? Maybe. I don't know. That being said, we do want to reward beta testers because, quite frankly, you get the game before it's not in a polished state. You guys have to work through the bug throughs. You have to work with the services going out. And quite frankly, it can be frustrating. You get a hype for a game and suddenly something doesn't work. And we want to reward that. We want to reward you guys for putting time into our game, whether that's in the form of skins, something else. I don't know. But we do want to help you guys out. What exactly are you animating?
Like currently?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm doing some stuff for Naga.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's been upgraded and he
Yeah.
needs a little bit of animation love.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think people are gonna be really happy with it.
Yeah. You guys did see the new Griffin in the game, and as far as the Naga goes, there's got a lot of cool things planned, and I think we're gonna talk a little bit more about that in depth. But I'm really excited for you guys to see your work. I didn't even know you did the whole job ripping. Oh yeah. Your hero becomes super weak compared to others. Would you give them a buff? That's more of a design question, but theoretically, yes. We're gamers ourselves, and Muppet Pac-Man, to give you a story, we always play after 5 o'clock, and we always have our in-house testing sessions. And if a character, again, we can't balance everything perfectly. That's just not how it goes. But that being said, if we're playing a character and we feel like we're not having a good time, there's obviously a bunch of different variables, but we're very vocal about it. We all kind of play that character. We talk about it. We're like, hey, why does this character suck? Or hey, we start screaming at everybody, hey, what's going on with this character? We're very vocal on it. We're not oh, this character's fine, even though I went 0 and 11. No, we're all gamers, and we can get frustrated about something, and we're always having that planning phase, and we're always all the whole entire studio is on board and talking about these characters and talking about whether they feel strong or not. How difficult is the Naga's rig? Snake-like characters are difficult from my experience.
Very difficult. We had to overcome a lot of challenges, but we did. I mean, there was a lot of that tech also goes back. I mean, we reuse it for Despair's tentacles. Despair is really 5 Nagas on her lower body. So. Yeah, I mean, it gets better over time. I think definitely not simple. That's for sure.
Interesting. There's a lot of good questions for you. I think we need to bring it back to a dev sit down to have you maybe show what it takes to animate something or the process.
Sure, I could always do a little walkthrough or something.
That'd be cool. All right, maybe a new hero. I don't know. Maybe we'll have some fun on stream. I like it. I like you guys are. You did fine today on stream. Look at that. Boom. Awesome. Who is your favorite? What is your favorite animation?
My favorite animation, in the game.
Just in general. I mean, I know it's a very wide spectrum, but let's shoot for in the game. What is your favorite animation in the game?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, there's so much. I mean, I love how the alchemist is mixing his bottles.
That is a good one too. Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I love I love rogues like backflips and her dodges. Like I don't know. There's all the stuff in our game are there's not a lot I don't like about.
It's like choosing children, like as a father, like yeah. What's your favorite child? So a lot of them, like top 3, like spanned animation. I mean, I like personally, I like the particle effects on the back of the shadows. I really like.
Oh wow,
that.
That's actually like an effects artist did that, but that's definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see more of that too. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Was there something that was especially difficult to do on Heroes We Know at least?
Yeah, I think Swift was actually one of the hardest ones. Okay. He's actually like a 3-in-1 character. He's like Swift, and then his cape is like crazy.
Everywhere, just going left,
all
right,
those
up,
strands
down.
have to be hand animated.
Okay.
Then he's got the cat, so it's like really animating 3 characters in one. You know? Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Little insight. Maybe Skydrake. Yeah, guys, this is kind of the things that I like to see evolve over time. There's a lot of great questions. 24-hour stream. I don't know, Johan. Do you want to do a 24-hour stream right now? Don't worry about it. Don't do any more about your work. We're good. All right, 24-hour stream is going now. I'm just kidding. I'm crazy. We are gonna do a 24-hour stream at Motiga, just not right now. Are you gonna make T-shirts of all classes? That's an interesting question. Maybe. We have 3 right now. We've announced 3, and who knows? Who knows what the future. That being said, guys, I want to say, hey, thank you so much for enjoying our Clash course today. From everybody at Motiga, I want to say a big thank you, Johan, for coming on and hanging out.
Thanks for the invite.
Showing off little Mozu. You did absolutely fantastic. Great job. For everybody in chat, feel free to follow us at GoGigantic at our Twitter, our RGigantic for our Reddit, and GoGigantic on our Facebook, and of course, this channel right here. And again, guys, we'll take some more questions. Feel free to tweet at us. I mean, even though we're going down now, if we tweet at us, I'll answer some questions on Twitter. It'll be fun. I know, MO Kaboom does a great job keeping up with that stuff. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in today. Without you guys, it wouldn't be worth it. So with you guys here, it's always #worth. Keep on the lookout for our Twitter and all that stuff. So we have a lot of announcements to make this week. We're going to be at PAX, so hang out with us there, whether it's at GameWorks, on the floor, or even in theater mode. So guys, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with us at Clash Course.